WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former interns tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
Yeah, you said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Loaded. Let me go ahead and get some caller action here. Let's see what happens here. Of course. God, man, this fucking Skype shit's pissing me off. It's giving me the straight boop, 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 boop. So it's like fucking BB-8 from Star Wars getting on there. So, anyways, hello. Hello? Okay. Well, I guess someone is having mic issues. Hey, what's up, man? Hello? 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 Hello. Hello. I got a bunch of people calling me. You there?
I'm here.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Dude, you sound like you're talking in a tube.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's check something. Any better?
Yeah. Now it sounds like you're like, oh, on the mic.
The mic, yes.
Yeah. So, what are you doing, Colin? You want to fuck off today or something like that? What you doing?
You said you're going to talk about the Manning thing. So I was gonna...
Oh, man. Well, damn. Well, fuck. I didn't expect you to call.
Do you not want me to call?
No, that's not the point. That's not the point. I did not expect you to call, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's nothing wrong with that. So, are you still there?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Just not hitting the right buttons.
No, it's not.
Just kidding.
It has nothing to do with the right buttons, man. It just fucking. It's just fucking pissing me off. This whole fucking new Skype interface bullshit that I'm going through right now. So.
Yeah, I thought it was my computer because I had the, grand Windows 10 update today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That took hours.
Yeah.
Fucking hours.
Yeah, it's just like fucking... It just fucking pisses me off because it's gone through everything, and then it's good to go. So, anyways, yeah, he is exactly. We're having cross contamination of gray cloud running everywhere. Anyway, so today you're listening to the Money Edition on WTF Nation Radio .com here on the 15th of January 2018, broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence. Are you there now, Gray Cloud? No, he's not.
You broke Skype.
I don't know what the fuck I did, man. Didn't know what I did. Didn't know what I did. So, but anywho, yeah. So anywho, this whole new call bullshit going on is really got me set the fuck off with this new Skype thing. It's really got me the ass. You there, Gray Cloud? You there, Gray Cloud? Yeah, you there?
You hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you. You mute your mic or something because it's like really like screaming in my ears right now. Okay. All right. Well, say that again. Are you talking through your phone, or you're talking through a goddamn?
Talk to my mic.
Oh, okay. This doesn't sound like it. It sounds like you're talking through. Anyways, so yeah, we're talking about the yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Cause I forgot to hit the transgender button. So today we're going to be talking about fucking a bunch of shit. We're gonna have Stolen Valor on today at 2100. Can't wait to talk to those guys, man. That's fucking like, I'm a hype man, so I like seeing shit burn and I like seeing shit fucking happen. And so, having Stolen Valor come on today will be exciting because they'll be able to discuss some of the new initiatives that Stolen Valor will be doing, and I am psyched. I am pumped. I can't wait. However, in today's news, actually,
I brought gasoline.
Yeah, please. I'm about to say, because we're fitting to light it up. We're fitting to light it up. First off, Hawaii. If you guys don't know what happened, I guess Hawaii had a little bit of a mistake.
A little mistake?
Shit happens, you know what I mean? And it was apparent that Hawaii had a... this is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Fucking people were freaking out. So some old dude flipped the switch, actually connected the alarm or real alarm type thing, and the old man clicked it. So immediately, let's put it this way: it was what, Sunday morning or something like that. What day was it? Was it Saturday morning? Sunday morning? I think it was Saturday.
No, it was. I think it was Saturday because that's when I went to Penda shopping, and I remember you posting something about it. And I was in the middle of that.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. God forbid that if we have a real fucking disaster, I get a hold of you guys and you're like, I'm shopping. I remember that because I was getting pissed.
I was out of milk.
Well, I thought Hawaii was gonna get fucking nuked and finally get solve their fucking their homeless problem. I thought it was gonna happen. I thought finally that
was gonna be
way
solved.
to get, yeah, exactly. Way to get rid of the Ninth Circuit. Way to get rid of fucking all those judges blocking DACA. So, anyways, too soon. So the thing is that some little old man was going to do a missile drill testing the systems of their early warning system, which is normal. All type of early warning type of systems get tested from time to time to ensure that they're good to go. And that's not a problem. However, this little old man, they said he's been there for a while, clicked, "This is not a drill." So when he clicked, "This is not a drill," he freaking activated the real world emergency. And the real world emergency initiated at, I think, 0730 in the morning their time. And for about 45 minutes, motherfuckers were freaking the fuck out. Because, I mean, as far as they were concerned, the shits are coming. You know what I mean? Korea has finally fucking done it. "Oh, Rooks, ha ha, laugh at me again, ha ha." And next thing you know, fucking, that's it. Gotcha, bitch. and so then this poor old dude fucking clicked the wrong button, clicked the wrong drop down box, like Ice trying to figure out how to fucking do Skype. That's what it was like.
I would see you more wanting to see what happens if you hit that button.
Well, yeah, actually, I'd be like, hey, what would happen? And then all of a sudden you hear like off the distance some screaming and shit.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
So what happened is that for 45 minutes, approximately 45 minutes before finally the message got out. The message went out 38 minutes after the initial test, but it took about 45 minutes for everybody to calm the fuck down or to realize that it was a false alarm code. So when that happened, there were people throwing their kids in sewers. Could you imagine the end of the world coming and the first thing in your mind is to open up a manhole cover and throw your kid in this pile of shit and say, there you go, fucker. Survive.
It's a shithole.
yeah, no shit. Survive, bitch. See how you're going to handle that. And don't forget there's some rats down there too. Aloha and Malahalo or whatever they fucking say over there. I really don't give a fuck about fucking the state of Hawaii anyways. They just because it's like any other fucking state that I'm not from, I don't care to go to, and so whatever. Which is my right to fucking hate, or not like, I should say. It's American city. I mean, American state, of course, but I just don't wish to go there, ever. So, it's an island. Why, I mean, again, I get the tropical island paradise. You know, all the fucking, and all the fucking sunsets and beaches and all that shit. About 2.5 weeks, I'd get bored with that shit quick. I would get bored so fucking fast that I'd say, okay, let's back it up. It's time to go home. First Sergeant, you're here for 3 years. Fuck. I got an idea.
You know,
let me call it
2018 is off to a great start in
It
memes.
is. It is. As a matter of fact, let me call my homie up to set this nuclear launch. Hang on. Hey, man. Hey, what's up? Oh, hi, Ice. Hey, do me a favor. Hit that. This is not a drill button to see what happens. Oh, okay, no problem. You got the alcohol? Yeah, I got the alcohol. All right. Next thing you know, bam. There goes the missiles. So kids were being thrown in the sewers. Now, all joking aside, I'm gonna tell you what this right here. When I heard the story and I heard, I guess one of the senators was discussing the fact that there was a guy, one of his constituents. I don't know if it's true or not, because you know how politicians like to get a story of, and then by the time you find out that never really happened. So I'd like to believe that even in this, I would hope this kind of would have happened, because it's a sad story. There was a guy who had his kid. He had 2 kids, and he was a single dad. And he didn't know his kid was on the other side of the island, and because of traffic being stopped and stuck, there was no way for him to get to the other kid. So he picked up his kid that was close to him and said that I'm going to spend my time with you. Now, that is some fucked up shit. That right there, I was like, oh.
Wow.
God, I feel bad for those memes. 10 minutes later, I was posting more memes. Because the way I see it, you're fucked up. This is fucked up. This is awesome. I mean, who the fuck is running that goddamn warning system? Third ID? Jesus Christ. They're fucking it all up.
He was running it. The button would never gotten pushed.
No, you're right. If Third ID was running the early warning system, the button would never have gotten past approved. It would have been like, God damn, man, how come? What happened to Hawaii? Fucking Third ID's over there, and they got half the island got blown the fuck off. What happened? Oh, we got to talk to Paulie Williams to fucking approve it and shit. So, oh yeah, wait till Sergeant's time comes on, man. Woo, man. So, yeah. So it's really funny. It is funny. It is funny as fuck. Is that these systems? It is like their own fiefdoms and their own little fucking jobs to create jobs for people to do it. They have had this system forever and a fucking day, and only to be taken out by some. You would think in its modernization, Hawaii, maybe instead of worrying about how many homeless people are on the fucking island, then how about you fix your shit? Because from what I'm hearing, again, never been from Hawaii, never been to Hawaii, but I played one on TV and watched Hawaii 5-0. There's a lot of homeless people there. It is so bad with the fact that they don't know how to handle homeless people, and compounded with the fact that it's a fucking island, and the majority of the individuals that are there homeless are fucking transient, which is going to turn into a homeless veteran island in a minute, because the majority of the individuals that are homeless there are veterans. So I just find it kind of odd that a system that is supposed to warn a country or in a state or a ashore, a base, would be taken down by, you know, Mr. Miyagi at fucking the goddamn counter. Oh, look what I got here. Oh, shit. Fuck. Could you imagine what it'd have been like in there? Fucking guys chilling, just drinking and all that. And he's drinking his coffee. He's like, oh, look, I'll click here. Yeah, okay. And then that's it. You fucking walk away. And then all of a sudden, your own phone rings with the same alert that you mistakenly sent out that said, inbound missile coming. This is not a drill. Would you go like, oh, fuck.
You know, we kind of know how everyone will react when it's an actual thing.
Well, and that's the thing. That actually, and I'm glad you brought that up. And now everyone's freaking the fuck out how, holy shit. How are we going to fucking evacuate, or how are people going to, you know, get to fallout shelters if the real one were to come by? Because now, like I said, just telling you that little story about that guy, you know, having to sacrifice one of his kids, or or people throwing their kids in the sewer, thinking they're gonna be okay. Now what happens next? Now, so what are you gonna do when it really fucking happens? Like when the real nuke is coming? Fuck.
Because, I mean, I've seen, like, people whine and complain, like, how dare they do this? And I'm just kind of like, well, I mean, what if it was real?
Yeah, well, not to mention the fact, weren't you motherfuckers bitching that the government needs to set up some sort of evacuation drill or have some sort of status of whatever? Because I'll be honest with you. If I'm in fucking Hawaii and a nuke is coming, and I know a nuke is coming, which, by the way, WTF Nation, if you have any screenshots or anything from you texting your first sergeant to go eat a dick because you thought Armageddon was coming, please send them in.
I see that happening.
Because I would solely do that. I would be like, I'm a member of the E4 Mafia. My first sergeant's making me pull fucking staff duty again, or whatever. Pick your story. Pick your situation of E4 Mafia that the E4 Mafia doesn't want to participate in. And then the next thing you know, fucking, you get a fucking message, hey, you need to come in and work. You're in the fucking, you got to supervise somebody for extra duty, or you got a DUI. You know what I mean? You're just fucked, okay? And then 7:30 in the morning, your time, you get a fucking text message that says your ballistic missile inbound. This is not a drill. I would be texting everybody to eat foul. I would eat dicks. I would eat dicks balls. As a matter of fact, I'm going to run over to your fucking house and take a shit in your fucking... I mean, because think about it. Would there be anything... Could you prosecute somebody? Would you... I, as a first sergeant, would laugh my ass off because I would not prosecute the soldier if I got that. First sergeant, eat a dick. Matter of fact, eat 10 dicks. Because then I would
reply, it was nice knowing you.
No, because I would be copying and pasting his message to send to my leadership. Eat a dick. Eat 5 dicks. Eat a whole platoon of dicks. I got a whole brigade worth of fucking dicks you can eat. Eat them. I'm fucking out of here. Matter of fact, me and the Joes are going to be over at the fucking beach just drinking it up. I got a kegger at the house ready to go. We'll see you when we fucking glowing. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I just, what could you do? I wouldn't. So, Nation, if you have any screenshots of such event, we would love to see it. As a matter of fact, we will black out your names, and we will post any type of texts. But they have to be within the specific time, obviously, because we can call bullshit, because we have the technology to find out if you're lying or not. And no takesies backsies. You guys don't realize that when I get a hold of something, I'll post it. Because you guys want me to post it, right? Or you guys want me to fucking put it on air.
I hate that shit. Oh, can you take this down? There's no tough shit. You sent it.
Obviously, you pair, because you know what? Nobody seems to fucking take shit back when Jose fucking posted some shit. There's 2 types of people when fucking Jose publishes a story. There's the ones that are going, holy fuck, and the ones that, holy fuck, I hope they don't trace it back to me. Nobody wants to fucking have that shit. So Hawaii, you guys are lucky. I mean, think about it. See, now look, now think about it right now. You're a senior leader on Hawaii. Think about what's there. Think about what's at Hawaii. The Pacific Fleet, 5th Fleet, right? And then you have PACOM headquarters, right? And then you have SOC PAC, which is the Special Operations Command, Pacific. Then you have the 25th Infantry Division and all of its outlying units and attachments and all this other shit. No, if you're in Missouri, you can't say eat a dick to your first sergeant if Armageddon's coming. Did you imagine if everybody got that, though? That would be kind of fucking funny. I would, you know what? That'd be my luck. I blow my PERSEC on fucking the day of Armageddon doesn't happen, and I blow my PERSEC. Then I'd be like fucking,
Yeah, you'd be SOL at that point.
Yeah, at that point I'd be like, eat a dick! Eat dicks!
Kaz asked a good question. How many people simply slept through the alert?
That's what Jim Carrey said. Jim Carrey, the comedian, said he woke up. He woke up to the alert and figured that he only had 15 minutes left to die. Because they said it takes about 30 minutes of the missile, of any ballistic type missile to go over there and fucking... I just got a message in right now. It's going to be Snowmageddon at Fort Campbell. So tomorrow, I guess, is a snow day. So if you're stationed at Fort Campbell, you guys at the 101st Squawking Chickens, you guys will be having a snow day, I guess. I guess another snow fucking front's coming again? Damn, that's crazy.
So I found a story from this from 2017. Hawaii is launching a plan to prepare residents in case North Korea fires an intercontinental ballistic missile.
Well, there you go. There you go. Surprise, motherfucker, because you just got it. See, that's the thing.
You just got your. Apparently, the system's now in place to warn residents.
Exactly, because now everyone's to warn. There is a system now in place. It works. Surprise, like my kids say, surprise when they're covered in fucking crayons and they got spaghetti all over the goddamn TV and a peanut butter jelly sandwich is stuck in the Xbox. Surprise, yeah, surprise.
Oh, I don't miss those days at all.
You had a good point. When you're talking about by the time everybody got it sorted out, what you said, 38 minutes, 45 minutes.
It was 38 to 45 minutes when the 38 minutes later was when this is a real drill, not a real deal, I guess.
Right.
And then 45 to 45 minutes where people were panicking, throwing their kids in sewers and shit like that.
So the distance between Honolulu and Kim Jong-un's nation is only 4,400 miles. Pretty sure by the time they got it sorted out, it'd be over.
Yeah, well, we would have known about it. We would have been like just chilling. I'd have been driving because I was, out fucking her off doing some shit. And I'd have been driving, and then next thing you know, somebody would have texted me that. And then somebody did text me that. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then somebody else texted me something else. I'm like, oh, shit, this blows. And then we would have heard about it in the news. And then it'd have been it. And then I think the reason why it takes long is what they said is because once the moment it leaves the ground, it has to do that arc and then it comes down. That's why it takes. So it's not like a straight shot. It's not like firing a cannon over it or something like that.
No, it's not, and that's the I guess the science behind an intercontinental ballistic missile, which when that technology came about, that's why the Soviet Union was such a big threat, and the advent of NORAD.
Yes.
And that detection system along the North American border there near the Arctic Circle.
Damn, dude, are you outside or something?
And then they also published that they're going about everybody should have known that this could have been real because NORAD didn't get notice. NORAD didn't push out a notification of picking up a projectile leaving the atmosphere and heading towards the U.S. based on telemetry.
Are you standing next to a jet or something? Mute your mic, because your mic is it your mic?
Why does it sound like an airplane? Is that a missile coming?
Yeah, exactly. Was that a simulation of a missile coming? Ladies and gentlemen, your captain speaking. Great Clouds launching some rockets. We're fitting to glow in a minute.
We'll be cruising at an altitude of 212 miles.
212 miles, and you're fucked. So, yeah, I would have not. I would have said, eat dicks. You're good to go. So those that I hate, I wouldn't. I don't know what I'd do. Actually, you wouldn't know. Nobody would fucking know what you would do if Korea-geddon comes. There's no wrapping your head around the possibility of being vaporized. It's bad enough that people have the innate fear of being killed, right, or having a fear of death. But getting Nagasaki is not the way to fucking go, because if you're within ground zero, yeah, you're fucked. But if you are in areas where there's a large amount of fallout, which I guess the makeup of the island, depending where the island got hit, there would be a side of the island that wouldn't be so much affected due to I guess there's some mountain ranges there. However, the fallout would fuck you up because you wouldn't be able to escape. So a nuclear detonation hitting Honolulu would expand some of the mountains, and some of the inhabitants around those mountains would be shielded, but would not be shielded from the radiological effects of fallout.
Right.
And I think that's what would fuck you up.
the side you're talking about, I think H3 runs over there, if I remember correctly. And then the opposite side of the islands, where Pearl Harbor is located, you would think that would be the primary target. Not that you need to be pinpoint accurate with a nuclear weapon.
No. It's just like, the giant fucking frag. But you would not. I mean, think about it. At least I wonder. I guess somebody sent me some screens of Jose's fucking tweets on fucking Twitter, saying that, hey, 25th ID, will this count as your NBC training for the year? No. Oh. I think it would. I mean, think about it. That's some damn good training there. But no, again, you would be in fuck. You'd be fucked. I mean, come on, you'd be fucked. Come on, what would you do? What can you fucking do?
Nothing at that point. You'd be like, oh, here it fucking comes. This sucks. I'd be hugging some chick like that, like the end of Rogue One. Spoiler alert. At the end of Rogue One, they get nuked. Everybody dies. I'd be hugging, like, I would grab some chick and hug her like Rogue One, saying, hey, what's up, baby? Woo, woo, woo. Sorry, I don't have a minute, but I am old, so hang on. You know what I mean? Type of shit. I'd be like, let's get it on quick. Hey, look, there it is. Don't you see that shit glowing or something like that? Fuck. See, if you were luckily to be stationed in the continent of the United States, you could at least drive and scream for a little bit while you watch the motherfuckers, plume the fuck up or something like that. You know what I mean? At least make a dashed effort and feel like you've accomplished something, as opposed to just sitting there and taking the proverbial kimchi weenie at fucking 40 kilotons and get Hiroshima'd. Fuck that. God damn. Ugh. That'd be my luck. Next thing, I'm gonna check my email tomorrow. Congratulations, I actually getting stationed in Hawaii. To stand up to the second SFAB.
Yeah. I want to go to Bragg and do it. Let's go to Bragg and set it up. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, man. I just think it's funny because what would you do? What would you do? What could you do? Fucking just jump on a kayak and you fucking start singing Moana fucking songs and shit before you fucking start. What would you do? I mean, goddamn, dude.
Get to the other islands.
Yeah, how could you? And what's on the other islands other than fucking rocks and lava and fucking palm trees and shit and all this other stuff? And irradiated pigs, because they'll be irradiated in a minute.
Glowing bacon.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Do you want orcs?
Yeah.
You get orcs.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you get orc. Well, as a matter of fact, Hawaii has turned into the state of Hawaii naval gun range. That's where we fucking are nuking everything. Sorry, inhabitants of Hawaii, get the fuck out. State sucks anyways.
Well, we've done that with other island people in our history.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about shitholes. Are you talking about that?
I'm just saying we've turned into a uninhabitable island range for many years to come yet.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, oh my God. Oh my, holy shit. Oh, no fucking way. Somebody sent me a PM. Thank you. WTF. Oh, no, it was an email. Hang on, because I got all these messages up. Because I said WTFNationRadio.com is where I get some fucking fan mail, hate mail, dick pics, titty pics, to give a dog a bone. The Hawaii Emergency Management Secretary, his name is Vern Miyagi. See, I wasn't being racist. I was not being racist. His name is Vern Miyagi. Awesome. So fuck off, everybody. ICE is racist against Asians. Fuck you. Because I said
I'm married to one. So
didn't I say Mr. Miyagi was pushing the button, right? Where's that goddamn Mr. Miyagi song from Pi? Fuck. Come meet Mr. Miyagi. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck it. The Hawaii Emergency Management Secretary is Vern Miyagi. Wax on, wax off, motherfuckers. I told you. Don't fucking go off on me with this shit.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
That is fucking, that is such racial irony, isn't it? I love it.
That's awesome. You couldn't have planned that any better.
No, I could not. Thank you, fan, for submitting that to ICWTV.com. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Now I can imagine watching, I wonder if Disney's going to make Moana 2 irradiated or something like that. Away, away. Hey, look at the fucking missile come. Away, away. Holy shit, it's Armageddon. Away, away. Sorry. Fucking bullshit, dude. Oh, man. Fuck, yeah, so Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, see, so I was right. So get off my fucking nuts with your fucking, racist, kiss my ass. I won't fucking hear it. Mr. Miyagi's the guy's name was Mr. Miyagi. Like, I love it. I love the irony. Hey. I pushed the wrong button. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That was fucking hilarious. Evacuate the survivors to California. Why not? It's a sanctuary state, right?
Yeah. I don't know if we'd want them on U.S. soil. Just saying.
No, no, actually, no. Certain CDC and World Health Organization protocols require that they be contained right there, and they'd be triaged the fuck out. So that's what. See, that's the great thing about people don't realize about the military when they say you need to declare martial law. You don't. You really don't want to declare martial law because we don't. There's no fucking Miranda rights. There's no searching. There's no unauthorized searches and seizure. Martial law is fucked up, and that's what happened.
It's all game.
It's all it is. You get cordoned up under fucking martial law. You better shut. You don't even point weapons because that's it. You're not gonna. There is no stop resisting. There is no he reached. No, you just get shot. We don't fucking play. So they would be triaged and quarantined is what would happen. What would be the normal protocol for something like that. And then after they were triaged, and they would find that who are the expectants, who are the non-expectants, or who are the ones that would survive. Because what they don't want to do is at that point, you really don't want to bring nothing to the U.S. mainland.
Yep.
So because that would cause whatever. So you never know. Maybe the homeless would be the ones survive because they'd be the resilient ones the most. They would be the ones that, you know what I mean? That they would be out there dealing with.
I mean, they are exposed, to more, I guess,
no, the more
communicable diseases.
Yes, I'm saying they're more exposed to the elements than somebody who's not homeless. You know what I mean? And they don't get their shots, so they probably fucking whatever immunizations they need or whatever. More than likely, that's probably what would happen. So I would think that would probably be the case. But then no, Hawaii, you'd be fucked if you got nuked. Don't consider yourselves coming home. We don't care if you're from, Nebraska or you're from Florida. Your ass ain't coming because you'll be glowing, irradiated and shit. And you can't actually. There's also protocols where you can't put, because I used to be an embassy guy, sort of. I don't want to say that because I'll get nabbed the fuck up. There are certain protocols that you can't put so many irradiated people together when you're in a room. Or could you imagine, or flying somebody? So you can't, because the amount of radiation over spillage would endanger the individuals that are watching your ass and the doctors. So you just can't put 15 motherfuckers all radiated in a goddamn 737 and hope it doesn't go off the cliff like a Turkish airline. So what would you fucking do at that point? You just fucking you're radiated. The best movie to see about that points of a nuclear blast would be an old movie that came out back in 1982 or 1983 during the Reagan era, and it was called The Day After. And it was The Day After, and it was about a family in, I think, Nebraska or Kansas or Colorado. I can't really remember. Anyways, it was out in the Midwest, and it was a family that was out. It was just highlighting and chronicling and walking through the timeline of a normal family day, like you hanging out with your family. It just went through your day. However, which is really smart the way they did this movie. Every time a character of the TV show would pass by a TV, they would be talking about a war in Europe. They would be talking about the Russian forces. So you, as the audience member, you're thinking you're watching this. Oh, this fucking sad. This guy's dealing with some shit. He's going through some shit with his drama, and his wife's giving him crap or whatever, and also the crap. Meanwhile, if you're piecing together all the TV and radio, simulcasts from around the characters, they're telling you that the Russians have invaded Europe, and fucking. And this is just a joke. I'm just telling you about the movie, okay? Quote unquote. I don't want you guys fucking thinking that WTF Nation Radio caused another panic. And then a nuke got sent. It was fucking, we attacked. And it was fucked up. So YouTube it The Day After, and then you'll see after it, the nukes detonate and all this other shit and fuck everybody up, and it's really fucking kind of freaky. It's not like Terminator 2 fucking mushroom clouds getting all Hollywood and a bunch of fucking robots coming. It's sterile. It shows what really happens. It's like, because when you watch an explosion in real life, it doesn't have the same dramatic effect and smoke and all this other stuff that you see in the movies. It just goes, and you're like, that kind of sucked. I expected more boom. But the movie the day after actually was what increased the SALT II talks between Mikhail Gorbachev and Ronald Reagan. And that's what caused the eventual disarmament and the reduction of nuclear weapons. Because that one period of time, we had so many fucking nukes, it was unreal. So
yeah, at the height of the Cold War, or height of the arsenals, I think the Soviet Union outnumbered us 3-1.
Yes. Okay, yeah, thanks, man. So I just got some. It was 1983, and it was made in it's like 100. It was 80. Let's put it this way: Rotten Tomatoes, 100%. The fan base was 84%, which was basically the story is of it's in Kansas. Fuck yeah, I was sort of kind of right. So residents of a small town in Kansas, as they continue with their daily lives, everyone talks about getting ready for a wedding, getting ready for school, maintaining a hospital schedule, and then all of a sudden they're getting ready to graduate, and all this life drama's going on, and then nukes happen. And then when the nukes happen, then everyone's got to deal with the fallout, and that's what the whole drama of the whole fucking. It's a fucking depressing movie. When I saw that, my dad made me watch it. You want to know what the fucking commies do? This is what the fucking commies do. Because how parents back in the day wanted to fucking indoctrinate your ass and scare the fuck out of you to see what happens. Russia's gonna fucking nuke your fucking house they're gonna nuke us if you don't clean your room, type shit. You know what I mean? So so watch that movie. It's 2 hours long.
It's funny that it's in Kansas, because there's a dystopian TV series out there that only lasted 2 seasons. It's kind of cheesy, but it kind of makes you think along those same lines. It's called Jericho.
I love that movie. I love that TV show. That pissed me off when they only lasted 2. That was my fucking binge, dude. I didn't miss that show for shit. That TV show Jericho. I loved it. That was a good show. You're right.
Yeah. It's kind of the same premises on how people would try to move forward after something like that, but yet would society break down, or would society come together? And if you haven't seen it, it's really good. It becomes very tribal.
It does.
It's very interesting to try to think about that. And there it is. John Al says it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it is. So don't laugh. Everyone's like, oh, it's like that movie sucks. No. Watch, because everything's all fucking fine and dandy, and there's restoration and order until the 911 goes out. Then what? People are gonna freak the fuck out. It's no joke when we're talking about nukes. That's why, to me, people who use nukes are like suicide bombers. They're cowards. You know what I mean? They're fucking like that. That's a cowardly way of fucking using weaponry. But if you want to wipe out your massive amount of populations, and so the whole thing is of that story. Oh, was it Jericho? Yeah, it was basically people. It was kind of funny, because now that you mentioned that, everyone was wondering why they kept naming it New Bern. There was some like New Frankfurt, like there were German cities, like they were naming German cities, little towns after German cities. That's what I was weird about. I remember that. But yeah. So not the biblical portion of Jericho. We're not talking about that. It's a national TV show. Is it Jericho the Bible? Fuck no, ass. Not that one. Not that Jericho. We're not talking about the Palestinian territory that's located between the Jordan River and the West Bank. Not that Jericho. We're talking about the TV show Jericho. So again, those are the stories that really that's the real deal. Don't pull around with that shit. Don't sit there and fucking think that, hey, maybe now. Real quick. Nah, not real quick. I'm going to fucking say it. Hey, look. Trump had nothing to do with this. I'm not for the fucking guy, okay? Everybody knows I hate everybody, okay? But he did not. Mr. Miyagi had something to do with this shit. It was Mr. Miyagi. Hawaii wants to be left alone from the U.S. government until it needs something, of course. So they was left to their own devices on how to manage their own system, right?
Right.
The POTUS had nothing to do with. Now, if he said that it's huge and y'all need to fucking do a better system, blah 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 blah, blah, and he had something to do with it, it was Trump Enterprises that was involved with the communication system or whatever. Fine, yes, you could say it's Trump's fault, but some little old guy pushing a fucking button that probably needed more needed to go to lens crafters to get some better glasses. Oh, what does it say? Oh, it says drill. And when he hits it, the next thing you know, his phone's going on. Oh, I guess I need a. It wasn't his fault. The president had nothing to do with it. Immediately, people are fucking going off. Jamie Lee Curtis, Jim Carrey. Everyone's going apeshit about Trump, the president, having something to do with this. And it's, God, stop. Just stop. Stop, okay? You see that dog right there? It took a shit in the goddamn lawn. It's Trump's fault. No, it's not Trump's fault. You just need to put your dog on a fucking leash so it doesn't take a crap on the lawn. They're getting stupid about this shit. Stop it. Shut the fuck up. We got far other things to worry about. Like, I don't know, Korea trying to nuke us. The posturing of U.S. forces in that area. Ready to fight tonight. So don't fucking sit there and talk about, oh, well, it's Trump's fault. Shut the fuck up. There's more worldly events going on. If you're so fucking worldly, everybody, then get out there and fucking check out worldly shit.
Now, like, I would see people complain how when this happened that Trump was out playing golf, and I'm just kind of thinking, I don't think his assistants knew that this was going to happen, and he needed to arrange or rearrange his schedule around a quote unquote alert or an alarm or anything like this at all.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody just sent me a meme that scientists have just announced that dolphins are second to man in intelligence level, so that pushes women down to third place. Oh my God. I'm tired of it. Dude, if it's something that's legit that he's responsible for, then this right here, now, did Jay Reddy talk about the tinfoil on this thing this Saturday?
On the whole, no.
No, he didn't. Okay. All right.
No, he focused on the shithole.
Yeah, oh yeah, and that was fucking hilarious. And if you guys have heard Jay Reddy's show talking about shitholes, fucking love it. Not only us, or actually not us, only a certain group of the American people would term a word and make it racist when it's actually a descriptive term for a place that they would not want to live in. And you've been stationed in fucking Fort Bliss? Fuck yeah, dude, it's a shithole. It's racist. What the fuck does tidiness, hygiene, and a goddamn needing some fucking good fresh water have to do with fucking being racist? Please tell me. Elaborate with that.
I don't know.
It pisses me off is people using the excuse of, we all come from the nation of immigrants. And you got some guys that are in California fucking going, I as a son of a Mexican immigrant, protest this. But you were born in America.
That's when you want to look at the immigrants, be like, then why did you leave your country?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not, no. Oh, they're not immigrants. They're legal. Some of them are. Not all of them, but some of them are. Everyone says, they tell you in their life stories. They tell you, oh, fucking Buana from Kenya. I left Kenya because I want to better life. And I graduate from the school. I become an officer. Yeah, dude, congratulations. You are not going to believe this. Fuck yeah, dude. Congrats. You left your fucking country, strive to maintain a better life, probably paid about $15,000, $20,000 to get your student visas and also the shit squared away. Unlike other people. And then that's it. You made it. Same thing with Vietnamese. Same thing with Thai. Same thing with Indonesians. Malaysians.
So my heartburn with this is I saw somebody I know who does have deployments under their belt say he would like to see somebody justify the use of the term shithole to describe other countries. And all I could think was, motherfucker, you've been deployed, and you're going to tell me that you've never used that term to describe the location you're currently deployed to.
Fuck all these Kansas asses. Just look on Yelp. This place is a shithole. They didn't give me my fucking sheets. Or there was roaches in my fucking hotel room. This place is a shithole. So so now you're saying it's racist against the immigrant fucking possibly Hispanic people, maids and shit that are cleaning up the place?
I mean, I'm 5 miles away from a shithole.
I'm just saying.
Juarez.
I'm just saying. It's a shithole. Shithole is not. It's not attached to race. It means it fucking sucks. Would you park your Mercedes in a shithole? No. Would you leave your kids in a shithole? Well, I take that back. Hawaii, we're dumping kids in fucking shitholes to escape a possible blast.
There you go, kids.
There you go, kids.
I hope you had all your vaccinations.
Exactly. This is a real shithole. Open the cover up, and then fucking mahalo or malaho or whatever the fucking say. So is that a shithole or not? I can't believe people are attaching race to a descriptive term of hygiene and cleanliness. You're bringing upon the additional attachment. Where is this goddamn functional? Where is this center of excellence of words that you can't say? Where are these words at? I want to find out. I want the book on this shit.
We talked about this like months ago.
Yeah.
I found a list of words you cannot say. I think it was like when we had liquid lunch.
Oh, yeah, it was. We wanted to find out where the list. I remember that. Because while we were talking about it, you and Cuffs were looking for the fucking online for it, and we couldn't find it. And then I guess one of you guys
Yes.
found it. Yeah. The words that you can't say. Words that are deemed offensive to everybody. So, which, where is it? I don't want to say. But, like, think about this, though. Think about it, though. Hey, Greg Cloud, you been to Talifar?
Why, yes, I have.
And the downtown road, right between, as you're driving through the main highway, it slopes down, and then if you make a left at the bottom of that road, in between the buildings of the town, what do you run into?
A shithole.
There you go. Did you know? Because I had to get vaccinated. I had to get spayed pretty much, and fucking neutered and fucking castrated, because here's what happened. Rolling through Talifar, doors open, windows open, and rolling through, and my driver's making a fucking, go this way, let's go this way, man. Fucking rolling through. I'm like, God damn, there's a lot of fucking water over here. Fuck, these guys complain about water and shit. Why come all this water in the street? How come they ain't drinking it? If you guys have not been deployed, their sewer runs down through the middle of the street, and it slopes. The streets are at an angle. Well, there's the runoff that is on the other side of the road. So we made a left turn after we entered the main road, and you make a left turn, and it slopes down. If you slope down too much, you'll end up driving into the shithole, which is what we did. Being the fact that we had a tactical vehicle, no problem, was easy to negotiate. So the tires started spinning.
Oh, no.
Yes. And I saw my gunner go, fuck this, and he sloops down, and I go, what's going on? And shithole. All in me, all on my mouth, all on my hands, all over my fucking body, every fucking where shithole.
Oh, man.
Yeah, exactly. The medical personnel that was there said, you need some shots. Oh, fuck. So I had to get sprayed down. Everyone was laughing at me. I had to take off my uniform was no longer of use because it had Iraqi shitholeness all over it. And there you go.
Tell you what, I'm about to take this recorder and shove it up my son's shithole.
Well, okay. All right. Okay.
Sorry, he won't quit playing it.
Okay. That's how you roll. That's how you roll. Shithole. But then again, like I said, don't blame him, dude. Don't blame dude. Don't blame him. And I tell you, every like we just described, Grey Cloud, it's a shithole, right? It's a shithole. So, or we discuss other items. Hey man, did you go to this place? Yeah, I fucked with that place. Was a fucking shithole, dude. Really? Oh fuck, man. Well, I thought they had this. No, man, it was fucking dope. Oh, okay. No, I guess it's a fucking shithole. Yeah, don't go there. I would definitely not recommend your family staying at that. You got a lot of kids, so that place is a shithole. Really, the fucking shithole? Has nothing to do with fucking race. People are escaping their countries because they say they want a better life in America. So what does that mean? That's a glaring glow stick in the the drop zone of life that is saying it's a shithole. They come from a shithole. Yes, I'll say it. They come from shitholes. Haiti, shithole. It is a shithole.
It's the best meme I've seen is the photo of Putin and Trump shaking hands, and it's all. I bet you I can get CNN to say shithole.
Oh my god, I know. Yeah,
like 100 times.
Like 100 times. And what's crazy about it is that, and that's another thing too. Holy crap! It's funny that we keep talking about this. Is these motherfuckers always like to laud everybody, how everyone's great and everyone's this and everyone's that, and like to talk about how Great fucking comments. This is a great argument. They praise movies that have nothing but profanity and describe something and attack this dude. I mean, really, again, I'm not a fucking Trump fan, not whatsoever, because I like making fun of him too. But my biggest thing is that, holy fuck, really, guys? You can't watch anything like I'm changing the fucking channel. Today, Trump, shit, Hulk, and said, shit, Hulk, and then shit, Hulk, Trump, shit, Hulk, shit, kick, Hulk, away, shit, Hulk, fucking, god damn, dude. Leave the fucker alone. At least let him fuck up. Have some hard fucking facts before you say. Now, am I waiting for him to fuck up? Do I think that he's bumbling around? Oh, definitely, dude. Do I think he's gonna probably try to run for another term, dude? I think honestly he's probably saying, "Fuck this. I don't fucking run with this shit anymore." However, everyone else is giving a reason for their voters not to vote for the other party's candidate. They're like, "Fuck this. We want this fucking guy here. Yeah, this guy here." Because at least there's no filter, and that's one thing that pisses me off about press people. Being a fledgling journalist and radio journalist myself, I am just fledgling. I am just learning the ropes, learning that you're not supposed to take sides. You're supposed to look at shit objectively. Okay, and then
doesn't happen anymore though.
Doesn't happen anymore. Everyone literally takes a personal slant at everything. Because I don't spout on air what my personal feelings are. I just call the shots and say, motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. Shithole, my guy, motherfucker talking shit. You know what I mean? Nope. Or we talk about we talk about Trump saying a bunch of, goddamn, man, we troll fucking Trump too. We troll everybody. You're supposed to be objective about it as journalists. But the moment you fucking say, the moment you have somebody from his, and that's another thing too, you would expect that if we had Trump's cabinet on here, imagine all the questions we'd have. We'd let him talk. Every fucking guest on here that's come on WTF Nation Radio has had ample opportunity to talk. They talk all they fucking want. They can talk for the rest of the fucking show when they come on. We will not cut them off. We will not get mad. We will not shut their mics. Hell, we even have controversial guests that have not given a fuck about what they think about what their fans are saying, even though it is their military that's their fans. They don't care.
I mean, wasn't somebody just removed from the set because he would not? Oh, what show was it?
CNN does that a lot. They'll cut somebody's feed, they'll cut somebody's mic, and their big thing is, well, that you're wasting my viewers' time, whatever. Rather than just hearing them out.
Exactly, and that's it. Exactly that. Hear them out. Let them fucking hear them out. Fuck. See what's going on. Ah, man. What the fuck am I doing now? Oh, I'm looking fucking Skype. What were we supposed to be getting? We're supposed to be getting Stolen Valor coming on in about 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes to feed. Woohoo. And so we're gonna have what his name is? What was his name again? It was dude. I just know them as the Stolen Valor guys because like one of them, both of them came on before. So
Anthony Anderson.
Anderson, and then who was the other one? Just another guy that came on here. It was just him, right? Okay. No worries.
I can't remember. So much has happened between now and then.
Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah. So what we're gonna have him come on, and then I'm gonna dick around with the Skype. Because I'm like Mr. Miyagi with this thing, and I want to make sure that we get him on here, and we'll get all Anthony here ready to go, and then we'll provide you a show. What they're going to talk about is so fucking awesome because I like trolling these fuckers too. Not Stolen Valor, but the guys who they're going to be discussing. So it is going to be awesome. So again, Anthony Anderson from Guardian of Valor, quote, guard against imposters of pretend patriotism, quote unquote, George Washington. So let's go ahead and take a break, and then we bring back shots.
Yeah. Shots.
You say I walk on the truth, but I've nothing to prove.
Facebook.
Well, it definitely is all about the visuals, although pretty sure it's illegal.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
And we're back. WTFNationRadio.com's Monday edition, and our guest, Anthony Anderson. What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? How's it going?
Man, long time no hear.
It's been a while.
Oh, man. So, if you guys don't know, Anthony is from Guardian of Valor, probably the most leading, I should say, organization that handles stolen valor. So, all the guys that you see perpetrating a fraud, saying that they're this, they're that, Anthony and his crew go out and ensure that justice is served to those impersonating valor. Yeah. So what brings you up here, man?
Yes. Not much, man. I talked to one of your guys. You said you wanted me to come on and talk about some of our new endeavors that we have going on.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, the past couple of years, there's been some changes at Guardian of Valor and Stolen Valor. I was active duty when I started Guardian of Valor, so I had no problem, funding it. We had help from Grunt Style and awesome shit. My drill sergeant said they all helped us keep things alive. Well, unfortunately, my Army career came to an end. I was medically retired, and so I basically lost my income mostly. And so I had to start from the ground up, basically. We had to come up with a way to fund Guardian of Valor because everybody wanted to see it keep going. But I couldn't sit here and investigate people, look at cases, look up your granddad's records for you free of charge because I had to support my family. But I never wanted Guardian of Valor to become monetized. So what we did is we started Grounds of Valor, which is our own coffee company.
Oh, snap.
Well, in doing that, we also had a lot of people that wanted us, to say, hey, these veteran companies out here, we want a way to know that we're actually shopping with a veteran-owned company because everybody likes to use that mantra. So in doing that, we're going to also use that as a way to fund Guardian of Valor in the future. Valorified will be a website where veteran companies, organizations can come to, and for a fee, a yearly fee, we will verify that they are veteran-owned, operated. They'll get a seal for their website or their, to go on their door if they have a brick and mortar store, saying that we verified them. We'll do what we do with anybody else. We'll look up their records, make sure they're a veteran, make sure they did what they said they're doing.
Yeah.
So in one, that alleviates a lot of these companies using our mantra and trying to get business that way. Because there's a lot of them out there. We track them down all the time. We report them on Facebook. But if you have a way to verify these companies, then a lot of the big companies are already on board. Grunt Style is one. Dan Alaric, I'm real good friends with him, and he's the one that actually kind of helped me come up with this idea in the first place. So Grunt Style is already on board with it. We just have to come up with. I've already got the website, but like I said, it's only 3 of us all together. And right now we're running Guardian of Valor, we're running Stolen Valor, we're running Grounds of Valor, we're running our group.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we have 3 people running 3 corporations. So it's crazy,
yeah,
and nobody gets paid.
I bet. No, I hear you. So you guys have pretty much valified yourself then. So all you guys have vetted yourself. No, I'm just kidding. My whole point then is that you were talking to the fact that you guys in your initiatives, you're going at, I wouldn't say you're going after, but you're looking at the groups of those that say they're veteran run, those that say have a business that donate to veteran run organizations, and then you're also going to valorify those that say they are a 501c Charlie organizations for veterans. Those are the 3 classifications you're going after. Not going after, but looking into or verifying, I should say.
Right. And I would, it's more like a service. I wouldn't, with the backing of our Guardian of Valor that we've created, we already have that trust in the community. So they know that we're gonna, just because you're my buddy, I'm not gonna say that you were a special forces, or whatever, just because you're my buddy. If you were a damn laundry specialist, then you're a laundry specialist.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter what you did; you should be proud of it. So, and like I said, it's not gonna. I'm gonna try to do a tiered pricing where, there's a lot of good organizations out there that are 501c3s and that don't take, 50% of profits off the top of everything that comes in. And so they can't afford to be able to pay a fee like Grunt Style per se. Grunt Style can afford, a small fee per year. Well, that fee will not only be used to fund Guardian of Valor, but it also help us fund the organizations that are nonprofits. I'd like to not charge them because they're doing us a service by providing those services, just like I do. I couldn't afford to pay somebody to valorify me because I don't make any money. So in doing that, we're kind of helping the community, because then a civilian that doesn't know if Joe Blow is who he says he is, he can see that symbol on his website or see it on his front door and say, hey, yeah, definitely veteran owned, definitely veteran operated. So it kind of gives them that breath of fresh air per se.
Yeah, I hear you. No, because you're right. There are organizations that are out there, like you said, that carry the card of we do things for veterans. It's veterans for veterans. Name your tagline or your buzzword. You're right. There really isn't. I mean, when you kind of think about it, damn, Anthony, you're right. There really isn't a validating or valorifying. I like the way you said that. There is no valorifying method of checking out organizations that are legit in that aspect. If anything else, if you do, you get told that you're against veterans, or you get told that you hate vets or some shit like that, even though Wounded Warrior should have been valorified. I'm not saying that was a past, and I understand that, but had they had a valorified system on them, then I think that would have been faced some scrutiny, I should say.
And we know this. The veteran community, nobody's going to help us except the veteran community. We know that. We've got to help each other. And a lot of people take advantage of that. They come in there and say, I see it all the time. They take advantage of the Chris Kyle Foundation. I'm real good friends with Chris's brother, and they use his image all the time. And you'll see them pop up on Facebook. A page will pop up and it'll say Veterans for Veterans. They got 10,000 likes because they just bought 10,000 likes. Now they're hawking a Chris Kyle shirt for $19.99 made in China. And so there's 10,000 people that have commented on this thing, and that don't know what they're buying, think this money's going back to a good foundation or something, and they're just throwing their money away to China or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's so. Let's look at that first class, the first classification. The guys that are veterans that say they are for veterans. What do you say to them? But how would you? I mean, what would be the vetting process for them? I know there might be some proprietary stuff, so you don't have to give us specific details.
I think I'm losing you.
You there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Okay, sorry, I lost you. I missed your last question.
No. Well, the question was that. Well, I was gonna say, well, if you just walk us through the process of the veterans for veterans. How are you going to get that? What is some of your processes? Oh, because honestly, I'll be honest with you. I want this to be to put the word out, to put a shot across the bow of everybody who's listening right now, that when you say you're a veteran company and you're saying you're doing something for veterans, then you better be freaking doing it. You know what I mean? So
right, and what people don't understand, it takes a lot to actually investigate any type of organization, especially a 501c3, because you have to have access to financials and all that. We're not going to go that deep into any company.
Correct.
If somebody comes to us and says, "Hey, we want to be valorified," send us your 214. Send us whatever you want. But we're still I still have a system where I can reach out and say, "Hey, I need this guy's records." And that way, because unfortunately, in this day and age, that 214s are very easily manufactured. So I don't trust any 214 I get. I just, that's just my gut. I learned that over the years. So I just go straight to the horse's mouth and say, hey, what did this guy do? What did this girl do?
Yeah.
And so that's basically what we'll do. Hey, yes, they were an honorably discharged Marine who served, a tour in Iraq. If that's what they want us to say. If not, we'll just say, yes, they're valorified. We're going to kind of have a system where if you go on their website, say, you go to Grunt Style and you see the Valorified symbol down on their website, you can click on that, and it'll tell you when they were verified, what we verified, something like that. Like I said, the process is still ongoing. We're still building it. So, I mean, ideas, we're still open to ideas that, we're just getting this off the ground.
No, it's great. I'm glad. Like I said, I was just telling some friends about this that they were talking about, hey, what do you think about Guardian of Valor doing this? And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? It's like the Better Business Bureau for veterans. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's to triple double check to make sure that when you're spending your hard-earned money on an organization that they're saying that it's for veterans, that come on, man, it's one of those things where you want to make sure that's where your money's going.
Right. I mean, you don't see people out there hammering the Better Business Bureau because so and so got a bad mark on the Better Business Bureau thing.
Correct. Correct.
And that's basically what we're doing. We're not out here to get anybody. They're gonna have you come to us to be valorified. We're not gonna go chase you down.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it's gonna work. And I think with the integrity we've built throughout the community already, that people are gonna say, hey, if they're valorified, I'm more likely to spend my money there.
Of course, because it is legit and it is going to go to organizations. Now, what if now just like how you have your cases running down for individuals stealing Valor, would you do the same for a business?
No. That investigation process takes way too long. I mean, one case on an individual could take upwards of a year or more, which they have.
Yeah.
So yeah, that wouldn't be possible. I mean, I'd love to be able to do that, but I just do not have the resources and manpower to even start something that big.
I mean, you're literally just starting it out anyway, so I mean, I can see
right.
that. So what sparked it? What was the catalyst for this? What made you say, you know what?
Well, like I said, we've always had problems with people coming to us with these organizations. Hey, can you check this organization? I don't think they're run by a veteran. Or, we busted several people that weren't veterans running veterans organizations taking money. I got a good friend of mine who's Special Forces. He runs Guardians of the Green Beret. And we had I just helped him out, a guy about 2 weeks ago that was, claiming to be a veteran. He was running this organization up in New York, I want to say. Had a fake ID card machine, and everybody believed him to the point that he actually had an E5 that was active duty go to the base and get him a GSA vehicle and drive him around.
God damn.
Yeah, and this guy never served a fucking day.
Holy shit.
So, and that's just one in the thousands, man. I mean, when I tell people that we get literally hundreds to thousands of leads a week, we do. And, it's just us. There's only 3 of us at any given time working from our homes on our laptops. People don't understand that. You got a page with 500,000 people. Their mentality is you're a huge organization, but we're not. That's why I had to turn the messaging off on my page because it just got too much. I was getting hundreds of messages today. People cussed me out because I hadn't looked at their case yet.
I remember you telling us about that last time, that you told us on air, stop sending me shit. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, it
killed my website.
It's common sense. If you look at something, and a lot of the crap we get is just crap.
Yeah.
I mean, I get exes, trying to turn their ex-husbands in. Well, I don't believe he served in Iraq, Well, okay, but that's not stolen valor. What do you want me to do about it?
Exactly.
I mean, it's crazy.
I couldn't imagine. How come you haven't contacted me about this guy that I told you about? That I don't know. Maybe you should have been paying attention to. You know what I mean? Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, dude. Even in public, here like a month ago, I went and gave a speech at it wasn't by the Wounded Warriors, but it was for Wounded Warriors down in Mississippi. And after I gave my speech, I swear to God, I had this guy walk up to me, tell me that he wanted me to help him get his 214 because the one he had was top secret and had his silver star with Valor and his Purple Heart blackened out on it. I mean, and I'm like, really, dude?
You're talking to the Stolen Valor guy about Stolen Valor, not Stolen Valor. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, a silver star with Valor. I mean, come on. I mean, the silver star is already for Valor, dude. If you'd been served a day in the military, you know that.
Exactly.
But
not to
that's
mention
just
the fact,
some of the crazy stuff, man.
They keep records of that shit, so if you have to ask.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's I get that a lot. But, my 214's top secret. You can't get my records.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
now again, businesses out there claiming that they're all this veteran stuff in there. You guys don't know this is. This is just to get valorified. So if that, but it also wouldn't it help out in cases as well for law enforcement that if they were not valorified, or maybe would assist you in your valorification of their business, if they say, because we just had somebody get busted, not we, but there was somebody who got busted in Florida for running a veteran-owned business, saying that it was a veteran-owned business and it wasn't. And it was out in Pasco County, and that guy was embezzling all this money, and it come to find out the guy didn't serve any time in the military.
Right. And yet we already help law enforcement all the time. They'll come to us. I think we're working a case now where this guy, he's claiming to be special forces, and right now he's in a coma, so they need to verify his service so that they can get him the services he needs if he's if he is a veteran. And that's the thing. That's a lot of stuff we do behind the scenes that the 550,000 people on Facebook don't see every day. That are hammering us for not doing our job, but
it's not the case usually. It's usually the fact that I know there's a lot of cases that we work that it's really hard for us to go and investigate. Some of the work that we get on our news desk, you're right. It is time consuming.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And it's just a pain in the ass. You actually want to hurry up and end the fucking investigation because you're just bog the fuck down. But I know what you're feeling, man. You gotta,
and that's what we get all the time. I mean, the way we run our cases is, and I do this for a reason. We run these cases like we're taking them in front of a jury, because 3 of our cases have been taken in front of a jury, and the evidence that we collected was used against them. So I run all our cases like that. And guess what? If it took a year, and I look at this case and I still don't feel 110% that this guy didn't do all this, then I won't post it. It'll never get posted.
Yeah.
I would rather 10 posers get away than to accidentally out somebody, because there's no accidents. If you do your homework and you do the case right, there's no accidents. But people don't understand that. They want quantity, not quality, and that's just not how it works in this business. No,
you're right. Now, do you think that now Mikey had a question in the Facebook live chat. You guys understand that he's not chasing anybody down. What he's doing is that the business will talk to him to validify them, so that way they can get the Guardian of Valor valorification certification, so that way they're good to go. But I'm pretty...
I mean, even with Guardian of Valor and Stolen Valor, we don't chase anybody down.
Yeah,
the cases come to us.
Yeah.
We're not vigilantes. We're not going out here searching these guys out.
Yeah.
If somebody sends us something and we know there's a case and this guy could possibly get prosecuted for it, then we will definitely put our time into it. But we definitely don't go out chasing people. That's never been our thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the evidence that you collect actually supports whatever's going to happen to them. If that makes sense.
Definitely.
Don't understand.
Like I said, our most recent case that went to court was a fake lieutenant who was doing all kind of stuff. Long case, but anyway, she ended up getting 7 to 20 years. And they used a video that we submitted as evidence against her in her sentencing phase. And the judge actually used that against her as he was sentencing her.
Nice. So what was it? What was the case? What was the deal?
Was. You probably remember it. She was the female lieutenant that showed up in the airport, and couldn't answer basic questions. Had an EOD patch as her combat patch.
Yes, I remember that one.
Right, and come to find out, she was actually a male that was, she was actually a female trying to transform into a male. Well, she was also at the same time posing as a wounded soldier in Nevada. She was actually a substitute teacher and was going to school in a wheelchair every day, telling people that she'd been shot in the back in Iraq.
Yeah.
She had Purple Heart license plates. Well, after we investigated her, got all our evidence together, we sent it out to some police officers in Nevada. They turned it over to the prosecutor. They found out they got her with burglary, because if you walk into a government agency with the intent to provide false information to get something, that's considered burglary. So she went into the DMV to get Purple Heart license plates with a fake 214. So they got her for burglary into the DMV. That was actually one of her biggest charges. But altogether, yes, she got like 7 to 20 years.
Do you think the case would have not? I mean, did the judge on it? Was it a good judge? I mean, that kind of like saw whatever, or was it kind of like hanging on the edge, and if it hadn't been for your video, then it wouldn't have happened? Was he kind of?
No. All the other evidence we had collected, because she actually emailed me pretending to be somebody else. I mean,
holy shit.
I sent them all the email exchange I had with her. I had evidence from the colleges. She tried to play the video off. She tried to tell us that the reason she was dressed as a lieutenant in the Army is because she was doing a drama for her college. Well, when I contacted her college, she hadn't been in that college in like a year, and they actually sent me a letter saying, "Hey, you know what? This is what she did. She quit. She doesn't work here." So that was the first lie we caught her in, and it just built up from there.
That's what I'm talking about. Get it, man. So what? I got so many questions to ask, but I know you I know this is not your game, but doesn't it?
It's fine, man.
Does it seem like you want? I mean, at this point, after dealing with so many cases, it would infuriate you so much that I would lose sleep and not eat just trying to chase these fuckers down. Especially now that you're going to the business side of the house. Do you gonna get some staff? Is there anybody else that's gonna partner? You said Guardians of the Green Beret. You know we're gonna have them on our show too, pretty soon. Not our show, but we're gonna have them on here as well. To talk about
actually,
this,
the owner of Guardians of the Green Beret, me and him worked together for years before he started his own thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's where he got the idea for his website. And I told him before he started it, I gave him the spiel. I said, this is what's going to happen. People are going to volunteer and say, hey, we want to work for you. But as soon as they realize that there's more to what we do than posting on Facebook, they disappear. He had 5 volunteers when he started, and I think it's just him now. And that's what people don't understand. That we try to get volunteers. People want to work, but when they come, if they don't, we're real strict on what we do. We have to be.
Yeah.
And so anytime we write an article, there's no opinions allowed in anything we write. That even on our Facebook page, we try to steer away from all that. But you got a lot of people that just can't do that. They can't separate the two. And I'm not paying you, so I can't fire you because you're not doing your job.
No, of course.
So in doing Valorified, I think that'll help pump some funds into, it'll make our organization better, because if I can hire some investigators, and they don't even have to come to work at a place. Like I said, I work from my back porch. Private Joe Snuffy, doesn't have a job, who's working out in California, got some good investigative skills, whatever, knows how to do, dig up intel on people. I can hire him. All he has to do is sit at his desktop and do a case for me. But I can't do that. I don't have that leverage yet because we don't have income.
No, I got you.
And I'm scared if I monetize Guardian of Valor, that one day when I do have to turn it over to somebody else, that monetization piece is already there, they may take advantage of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you. I got that. It's gonna go away from what the original intent was about.
Yeah, right. Once you throw money in there, the original mission goes out.
Oh, I know. And then you'll get like a hostile takeover from the people that want to move it to a different direction. You'll get people that are you'll get like voted against and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've already had people try to buy our webpage and our Facebook.
Oh, I know. I love it. Oh, I'm just saying, yeah.
I'd never sell. I'd never do that.
Yeah, my inbox is fucking awesome with some of the shit that we get. Oh, we'll give you this and I'll give you that if you just give us all your fans. We're like, nah, it's all right. Give us 15,000 flux capacitors and we might consider it.
Yeah.
So did you has any business been on notice? Like is this introduction like really fairly new? Is anybody else kind of tracking this? Is there anybody else that's kind of like pushing the same thing, saying, "Hey, look, GAOV is going to come out and start doing valorifications." Is that starting to spread? Because we're spreading it right now, and we're gonna freaking spread it more.
A lot of the big guys were aware, like Alaric. Me and him actually talked out some ideas over the past week.
Yeah.
Him and Dan Caddy from ASMDSS, who's if it wasn't for those two guys right there at Boone Cutler, man, Guardian of Valor wouldn't have survived. I mean, because we had an $800 internet bill each month. Guess what? A staff sergeant that has kids and a wife in the Army can't pay an $800 internet bill.
No, I got you.
So luckily those guys were around, but so they were just waiting on me to kind of, I guess, bring it to the public.
Did they? I mean, I'm pretty sure that did they kind of help you out a little bit.
No, not that. I mean, That's how, unfortunately, man, that's how it is in being an entrepreneur. I mean, you have to, just do it yourself. I mean, yeah, they help out if I have a question like on marketing.
Yeah. No, of course. No,
does my website look okay today? Did I fuck something up? They'll go look and say, yep, you fucked this up. Well, if they know how to fix it, they'll help me. I mean, because a lot of these guys, like Alaric's not a marketing guy. He's not a programmer. He had to hire people to do that. Well, right now we don't have the money to do that. So I'm the marketing guy. Diana, my partner, she's the she markets. She doesn't know how to do coding. I do all the coding, and I'm no coder. I learned by Googling how do I code a website.
Yeah, dude, a lot of it's like that. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, Guardian of Valor, man, that wasn't built by a professional. That was built by me. Grounds of Valor, that was built by me. I mean, if it wasn't for, I don't know, man. I really don't know how we're still here, honestly.
You know what? We ask ourselves the same question. How the fuck? So tell us about Grounds of Valor, man. Tell us, what is that? What is Grounds of Valor?
Well, basically, Grounds of Valor is our new coffee company. We partnered with Counter-Strike Coffee, who's owned by a veteran, Brandon Butchery, and we partnered with him. And what we're doing is we're doing roast to order coffee, kind of like what Black Rifle does. It's made by veterans. The only difference in our coffee is that on the back of all of our bags, we're going to have basically battle stories. Our first iteration on the back of the bag has the Battle of Cop Keating.
Nice.
Which, a lot of people in the military are familiar with because that was a big battle for us in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
But if you go ask your average everyday civilian, what happened at the Battle of Cop Keating, how many medals for valor were given out that day, how many men were wounded, how many men were killed, they couldn't tell you, the first thing about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what we're doing is, we're getting that out there and also giving them, true battle stories that need to be heard, that the American people need to read and see what these guys and girls are doing for us overseas,
Yeah, no, I got you. If you guys pay attention to the Facebook live chat, we've got the Grounds and Valor website already opened up and ready to go. So with that, now obviously that's going to kick in. Did you expect it to get this big at all?
No, I never expected this. I tell people all the time. I mean, the guy that kind of has been helping me through all this, I say that he's I'm like his young Padawan, Doug Sterner. He actually kind of had a hand in starting the Stolen Valor movement. Him and his wife wrote the initial Stolen Valor Act. So when the first case came to me, it wasn't even a case, it was just a question. And I searched Stolen Valor on Google. And at that time, I'd spent 9 years in the Army. Never even knew what Stolen Valor was. And his name came up. And so from that point forward, he's just kind of been guiding me. And he told me a long time ago, he said, I'm telling you right now, you should stop. He said, because in the end, he said, it's not going to be good for us. Because he's done the same thing I've done for the past 20 years. He's investigated people for Stolen Valor. He has one of the biggest online databases built where you can search Silver Stars, Medal of Honor. On the Military Times Hall of Valor, that was completely created by him. And he did all this shit for free, man. And I hate to see a guy like that. I went and seen him a couple of months ago out in Colorado, and he has a basement that has every Medal of Honor, every Silver Star, every Valor Award from like World War II forward, and he has printed these out and put them in these binders in his basement. I've never seen an assortment like this, and something like that needs to be in a museum.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is this guy's whole life's work, and he's got nothing from it except the satisfaction of knowing that he's preserving some of our history.
No, I understand, totally understand that, and also where it's rightfully placed, because there's a lot of guys. There's a couple guys that, like you were saying about Cop Keating, that that there's been some Stolen Valor cases from that. Guys stealing valor from that. Remember the last time you came in and talked about that, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I just wanted to throat chop people."
Right. Actually, I think I told you this before, but one of the NCOs that was actually present at the Cop Keating battle worked for me for a while.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah.
It almost makes me want to go stop by the clothing and sales and then say, all right, let me see your DD214 private. Come here, private. Let me see your DD214. Let me see what you got. Why are you buying that ribbon? Because I was told to, First Sergeant. Let me see that shit. Let me see what you got. You know what I mean? Because you just can't believe that freaking that actually exists. And there's individuals, like you said, I couldn't even imagine that guy. There's been a couple of cases that have been right on TV of individuals wearing the ASUs. There's this one guy that said he was a Green Beret, and he wasn't. and he was all over Fox News. And I guess he served, and he had some glass sculpture or something like that he wanted to give out. He wanted to give to somebody or give to the DOD or something like that. And then come to find out, the guy had never served in the military.
Yeah.
I just like,
yeah, that's like the bridge disaster that was 5 or 6 years ago, whatever. You can actually look that up. It's all over the internet. But this guy, there was a guy that showed up at that bridge collapse in a U.S. Army uniform with captain rank. I mean, dude, he had to be all of 250 pounds. I mean, he looked like he was about to bust out of that top. And, you know, he shows up, and, dude, he fooled the FBI. He fooled the on-ground local police. I mean, and he took control of this whole situation for 24 hours before they found out he was a fake. You know, I mean, it's crazy. And people don't understand, during natural disasters, that's what brings these people out, because, you know, they want to be heroes. They want to go save somebody. They want to make the news. So what they do is they go out and impersonate not only military members, but first responders. We've seen cases of they'll go out and impersonate, you know, EMS and shit. We had a case we worked with the AP a couple of years ago during a hurricane in Texas, and the guy showed up and claimed he was special forces and was trained in, you know, rescue, and was helping the National Guard put people on a helicopter. And he served like 6 months. You know, I mean, it's crazy.
But you know what? Is it normally? Here's my thing. Why go for the top? Like, there's guys that immediately shoot for. Hey, were you in the Army? Well, yeah, I was. Well, what'd you do? Well, I was Special Forces, space shuttle door gunner, and I haloed into. And I mean, you never hear anybody saying, "Yeah, I was a cook," or "I was a mechanic," or you have any cases like that? Is it always those big grandiose fucking jobs? I mean. Do you have anybody that's been busted for stolen valor for being, you know, I guess you would say a low density guy? Hello? Hello? Anthony? Oh, well, hang on. We're having he's having some interwebs problems here. Anthony, you there? Anthony? Hello? Oh, you still there, man? Nope, he's gone. Let me call him back. Oh man, God, we were on a roll.
But it's nice that they're doing this.
Yes. Oh my God. You there, man?
All right, I think I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I got you now. Everybody back now?
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. Now, have you ever? Are the majority of the cases that you guys bust out, are they the ones that are like saying they're all special forces guys, or have you ever busted like a cook? Somebody who said they were a cook
never.
or low density.
You know, it's always a Ranger. They're special forces. They were Delta. You know, John Leah, he's a good friend of mine. He runs This Ain't Hell, which is another good site for, you know, they do good work over there. One of his favorite sayings is, "No cook survived Vietnam," because it doesn't matter who you talk to. Nobody was a cook in Vietnam. I don't know what the hell happened to them all. They must all died in Vietnam because none survived. You know? But people think that, you know, claiming to be a Delta Force operator or claiming to be a Navy SEAL, they think that those are top secret jobs that they can, you know, so they can get away with it.
Yeah, oh my God, I just think it's funny.
And those are like the easiest claims to confirm. You know, if you're claiming Delta, you know, all one of us has got to do is make a phone call, because everybody that was in Delta or has been in Delta knows you.
Yeah.
They're just that small.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with the SEALs. You know, Don Chipley. I'm sure you've heard of him.
Oh yeah.
You know, one call to him and he can look your name up. Because if you went through BUDS, you had to go through BUDS to be a SEAL, and if you did, your name's in the database. Period.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know why people just don't quit claiming that shit, because that's like the easiest to confirm.
Oh, we have some people that are asking some questions in the Facebook live chat. You said you paid $800 for internet. I mean, don't you have like the digital plan, that the unlimited?
No.
What?
No. For hosting.
Oh, for hosting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, for hosting the website.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that's what it is, guys. It pays the bills.
Yeah, when you host a website, everybody thinks, hey, yeah, I can go out here and buy, you know, $11.99 a month with GoDaddy. Yeah, until you start getting traffic. If your site is, you know, like ours, we get upwards of, you know, sometimes 1 million visitors a month.
Yeah.
That's not free. You got to pay for that bandwidth and those resources you use on that server. And so luckily, like I said, we've had ASMDSS. They've been paying our internet bill for years.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah. So it's not. So that's what it is. It's for hosting that stuff. It's not just using the internet. Yeah, people are thinking just like, God damn, dude. I think we're gonna do a GoFundMe for your fucking.
I'm not that fucking stupid.
Exactly. Well, shit, man. Well, hey, Anthony, thanks for coming on, brother. Always a pleasure for you to come on. We got your Grounds of Valor shit posted up. Hey, keep us posted on what's going on with this stuff, man. Throw us some links or something like that, and we'll prop it up for you, man.
Yeah, man, no problem. Same with you guys. We just actually launched. Everybody heard what the Command Sergeant Major said the other day.
Which one?
About taking his E-tool and beating the fucking ISIS to death with
it. Yes.
Well, I threw that shit on a coffee cup and a couple of shirts, man, because me and him are friends on Facebook.
Awesome.
And so he hit me up, and what we did is we crossed two fucking E-tools, man. So we created a new branch. But so you'll probably see him drinking out of that cup soon. We sent him a couple coffee cups.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, definitely gonna fucking check it out. So again, Anthony
All right,
Anderson,
man, it was good talking to you.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on here, brother. We'll have a good man. Yeah, awesome stuff. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and take a break right now, and then we'll be back. So join us again after we come back from the break. Don't worry, we're still gonna talk shit because I know me and Grey Cloud are gonna talk about Manning. It's
your favorite person.
I was about to say. So once again, hey, if he's still on there, Mom, get some digits and stuff for him. More information about his stuff. Okay. So
Manning or Anthony?
No, Anthony. God damn it! If he's still on.
Oh, sorry. Because they're both he's.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, anyways, triggered. So everyone, to get some shots, and we'll be right back.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
Time you waste and your tables overturned. Sooner or later you crash, then you burn. I think I wanna die tomorrow. And are you gonna be with me? Die tomorrow, 'cause I'm out of time and I'm out of my mind. Simple ways come and gone. Still I love the way you turn me on. But I just So will you come and breathe with me? Think I wanna live tomorrow. Tired of being with me. Think I wanna live tomorrow. 'Cause I'm out of time. And I'm out of my mind. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you need. I don't care about my heart. Just to stare and watch it bleed. I don't wish upon a star. 'Cause I don't care who you are. 'Cause I'm out of time. And I'm out of my mind. You can't save me if I can't save me. And you won't follow if I keep falling in. And you won't listen to what I'm saying. 'Cause I'm so broke.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
We used to be so strong, and now your words are covered in lies. Is there a reason for us to make this thing still stay alive?
Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
No, and we're back. And shots. All right, we're back for segment number 3. It was great to have Anthony come on here from Stolen Valor, or Guardians of Valor, to come on here and talk about the new initiatives that Valorification will be bringing to the veteran community, which I think it's awesome. Can't have enough of Valorification. You guys still there? You guys drop off or anything, or...
No, we're here.
Oh, okay.
Go about your
going about my
your third intro.
My tirade of interesting tirades here of tirades. Come meet Mr. Miyagi. But anyways, so so check this out. Okay, all right. This is the thing we've been waiting for. I personally have a beef with this, and this is my own personal opinion. One, this is why I tell you why. A few years back, I'd say a few years back, a little fucking private first class smacked his fucking female supervisor and was told, oh, he just has issues going on, and this. This same little fucking private decided in retribution to some shit, downloaded several 100,000 documents, which is pretty much a grab and go from removable media, took it outside the SCIF, and then gave it to WikiLeaks because he had a vendetta against the supervisor and also the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then that individual was busted, was convicted, and was charged as espionage, mishandling classified materials, blah 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 blah. Right. Mm-hmm. And now, while he was in incarceration, then decided to say, "Hi, I'm a chick now." And now, at the end of the previous administration, was commuted of sentence, not of conviction of sentence. And there's a difference between a pardon and having your sentence commuted. A pardon means that's as if it's never existed. That's what a pardon is. If it's wiped, your whole criminal record is wiped off. Having your sentence commuted means that you've served 7 years and then that's it. So now, that individual has decided to come out in his glory and decide to run for Senate in Maryland. That individual is the former Bradley Manning, Chelsea Manning. Now, why do I have a personal beef with this? Is of the 250,000, I think they said it was the largest leak, the largest spillage of classified information in U.S. history. Yours truly was in those documents. Didn't think much about it. Didn't think it had anything to do with it. Didn't think it was a big deal until I had some interesting individuals of said warrant rank said, "Hey, ICE, look at this." And I said, which at that point, that's because I said, well, the kid fucking got busted, blah, 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 blah. And here's the thing, because you really don't think that something that you'd think it's just classified materials that you don't realize that is grave danger to the security of our country, but also the men and women that are out there. So of some of my reports that, and it's not going to say WTF Nation Radio's ICE was here. That's not going to say that. So it's not going to drop the specific dime on me, but specific areas and details that I would only know without having somebody to what they call debrief you, which is why I have Grey Cloud on here. That way he can slap me up and mute my mic or do whatever if I'm saying too much. But that's the case. So I had an individual show me this is why it matters, and lo and behold, yours truly was all over that bitch. And I was like, goddamn. So yes, was I pissed off about that little fucker getting getting busted. You damn right. Leaking classified information is wrong. It's fucking blah, 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 blah. But it hit it was an emphasis in reality when you see your own name in there in the classification levels that you would never think that a fucking PSC, he was probably a fucking ASPS faggot too. Little all source fucking piece of shits. Anyways, if you guys know what those are, then you guys will. That's why you're laughing, because you know what they are. And so they fucking that it hit home. So I am in those documents, and if I'm thinking at the time that I was in those documents, I was holy shit, could have been compromised with what I was doing at the time. So what is scary about this is because nobody is looking at the second and third order effects of having this fucking dude run for office. Here's the thing. One of the reason why I say he's a dude, because he still has not been convicted of the crime of smacking a supervisor as a male. Jose brought up a good question. If you commit a crime as a male, you should be busted for domestic violence. Does that change when you become a female? Do you fall under the Lautenberg Act? Is it considered domestic violence? Is it a crime against a woman? Because the Army still doesn't matter. Just like any other crime, if the civilian authorities don't beat your ass, then the military is supposed to beat your ass. So the fact that this little shitbag is even saying that he's going to run for office, fucking A, dude, run it. Do it. Until I peeled back the onion and realized this guy's going to have outside funding from groups. He's going up against a fairly non-liberal Democrat. He is going to pull the card of, just like he did in prison, to get away with shit. Because honestly, I still think he's fucking... I still think he's waffling. It's just me. And I think that... Can I kick the door and waterboard him yet? You can, Mikey, if you can find him. I said you can as in like a purely rhetorical sense, not as I said ice on the air, don't go do it, because then people are like, I fucking said that. Did you not hear the fucking disclaimer? What makes you... What's going to shock me is the fact that, holy crap, this guy's going to get the backing of those types of alt left and alt fucking the fucking progressives and also the shit, and use him for the wrong reasons, to pump him in there to push their agenda. Now, do I think that he's going to win? The last time I thought somebody wasn't going to win an election, he ended up being the president. So I'm going to kind of...
been wrong before.
Yes, I'm going to hold my thoughts on that, because I'm thinking, holy shit, what happens if, this little fucking freakazoid decides to do it? Now, get within the side of gender this and gender... Me personally, I don't care what you are. If you want to run for office, that's great. I don't care what your sexual preference is, because we have different sexual orientations that I've worked with before and still work with right now, and there's been no drama at the drop of a repeal or whatever. So take your fucking archaic 18 fucking Salem witch trial bullshits away. I don't care. I really don't. It's just I start looking at what he did, the lack of he will be adding to the already bullshit Washington politics that is currently staying right now, with everyone saying that when they get elected that they're going to do something, and they don't fucking do it. That's my biggest thing. For all we know, he could be the greatest fruitcake in the fucking planet. He could fucking rock it and probably be whatever. But think what he's running. People are not realizing he's running for office, but they're not realizing what office he's running for. He's running for Senate.
The big boys. The
big boy. Now, when you think about this, could you imagine a 4-star general like, I don't know, Ardiano, the chief of staff of the Army right now, Milley, Sergeant of the Army, testifying before the Senate Arms Committee.
And he's in there?
And he's in there. What are you going to say? So you're going to have somebody who has the experience of, hang on, a PFC and his vast experience of knowledge, of course, because he has it all and he knows everything. You're going to trust him on the Senate Arms Committee. The Senate Arms Committee handles classified materials. They also deal with the Undersecretary of Defense for their specific offices, but primarily connected to the Undersecretary of Defense for Special Operations and Low Intensity Conflict, and the Senate Intel Committee, and the Senate. I could go on.
Right. So there are a couple things while you're on that point, because I know these.
Go for it.
I saw it earlier today, and I know these are going to come.
Yep.
Well, he got convicted of whatever. He can't have a clearance. Well, a nation, to inform you, elected officials do not require a clearance. They are, and we've talked about this before.
Yep.
They are voted into a position of trust by the people.
Yep.
Therefore, they don't have to go through the standard background checks like myself and ICE would do to get that eligibility for access to classified material.
Correct.
The people trust them enough to let them have it by voting them into those positions.
And that sometimes members of those same cabinets are the classification authority.
Yes, they
That's
are.
what people don't realize. People don't realize that the guys that are being operated up there, like when I provided information to the Senate Intel Committee and I provided the Hack and Sack and all those guys, the House Senate Arms Committee, for what I do, and I provided information to them, they are the ones that they're usually the ones that are part of the classification process. So you're giving somebody who was convicted and fucking sentenced to, but again with a sentence commuted, that's like when we say, why did this guy get out of jail after beating his wife and he was able to go get a gun? That's the way I see it right now with him.
So here's the other part of that. And I think we would need our JAG to chime in on this. So his sentence was commuted, right? And he was released from Leavenworth.
Correct.
However, he is still, if I remember correctly, he's still a part of the armed forces because he is still pending his appeals process.
Correct. That is correct.
So if he is a part of the military, he can't run because he'd be subject to the Hatch Act.
Correct. Unless they administratively discharge him for whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. That would have to happen. But if he's still in the middle of his appeals process, has he been discharged?
I don't know.
I don't think he's been discharged.
No, that I don't know. He's discharging a lot, but I don't think it's military stuff. I'm sorry.
Thanks for that image.
I just heard him today. I literally he put out a little fucking video. I'm not putting the fucking video out because that little fucking worm, whatever. When he said, "We got this," or "You've had your turn," and he also said, "Fuck the police" on National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. That's not the whole intent of what I want somebody to run for office to and then come out and says, he says, we are. Yes, we are. Okay, look, fucker. Who the fuck is this we shit? You now got. Yeah. What are you talking about, Bradley or Chelsea this time? Because we is that schizophrenic or some shit? Before you start talking about the faculties of somebody who's currently in office, let's start talking about the faculties of people who are trying to run for office. Because think about this: the members of the Senate. What are they in line up to as well? I'm just throwing it out there with some tinfoil shit. What could they be in line to? The presidency. Say something were to happen. That you go down the line. The fucking ascension of order, the ascension of position, should something happen to the president. What does it go through? The House of Representatives, right? Now, I'm just saying, throwing it fucking out there, that they were all in Hawaii or some shit. Because I have to make it completely hyperbole, so I don't have the Secret Service.
Pushing buttons.
You fucking come combing down on my ass. And that motherfucker is like, I'm here. No fucking way. The only way he's going to get voted in is by, now think about it. There is a reason why the United States doesn't run from California or DC or New York. I did not realize that type of environment still festered until I had somebody who works in tenured government what the deep state. What? I didn't remember what the deep state. What the fuck is that? Deep state is like the Manchurian candidate or some shit. What is that? What is the deep state? And then I was explained what the deep state was, and I'm like, holy fuck. There's motherfuckers out there that think they could possibly run the government without the heads of government because they're fucking they're entrenched in their own shit. God damn, you got fuck. Are we ever gonna find out what's going on with this collusion case? Come on, I want some digits, man. Jose throws out stories faster than this. What the fuck's going on? Who the fuck is in charge of the investigation? Third ID? Fuck, man. We want some and I'll be honest with you. If someone is fucking busted and they need to get fucking nailed, let's do it. Nail them to the cross, to the wall, the door, whatever, the tree, whatever you want to fucking do. Let's nail them. Let's do it. I want to see some people fucking, that's right. There obviously has to be a process involved in this, of course. Let's fucking do it, dude.
Agreed.
Yeah, let's get it over with. Let's fucking find out what the fuck's going on. Because I'll be honest with you, with all the fucking bashing of our government, I'm going to talk about the government now. I don't even know what's going on in the government anymore. I really don't. Did you realize that we're getting a pay raise? I didn't fucking know that. Did you realize that certain members of the military now that there's a bill that's been passed for extended mental health care and extended through the VA possibilities of medicinal marijuana being used? Did you know that? I didn't fucking know that until someone goes, hey, Ice, look at this. I'm like, oh, holy shit. When is this not gonna happen? Fuck. I gotta go to other news sources to get away from the news sources. and holy fuck, dude, you can't fucking get anybody to tell me with a straight face what's going on. Like right now, do you know what's going on with this fucking bullshit case of what's going on? Who's being investigated? What's being investigated? What the fuck? I don't know.
You know, I'm willing to bet that he's going to run his entire campaign based on the fact that he's a transgendered person.
Well, that's how he got out.
Exactly. And he's going to push that. And then they're going to push how, we are being, discriminative for not voting for him for being transgender when in fact we are not voting for him because of his record.
No, exactly that. That's also like that's like saying shithole is a race, which I didn't know. I feel sorry for you shitholians. So for shitholians, I don't even want to know that. Yeah, exactly.
Atropian lives matter.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. Atropian, shitholian, and Pineland, all you citizens, we are apologizing right now for offending you. Because
and common fucking sense would be, like, if you're planning on to run for Senate and then on national, I Love LEO Day, supporting them and shit, you put fuck the police, you're fucking retarded.
And retardians, we apologize for.
Sorry.
No, but
those are the opinions of mom and mom alone.
Yeah, exactly. Everything said by mom is all about mom. But my biggest thing is that, again, fine, show me the money. Okay, look, it's been fucking goddamn, dude. It's been a year now. It has been a year. It has been a year. Actually, it's been almost 2 years because everyone was saying that he was involved way back in the day too. Find me the digits. Fuck you. You mean to tell me? In our fucking world of screenshots, like I said, the main page gets down to business faster than the FBI.
I believe it.
And they have warrants. They use warrants. They use illegally obtained warrants, and they can't even fucking get evidence against this guy. Fucking find them, and if you can't fucking find, isn't there a statute limitation for investigations? Goddamn, the 9/11 Commission fucking sealed, signed, and delivered, and said it was all our fault in one fucking sweep. That's what happened. The failures of whatever, and of course, because that fucking investigation was all fucked up to begin with because it was so biased, because nobody wanted to say it was Islam, and it was Islam. Nobody wanted to say that. Well, I'm not, and I'm not apologizing to Islamians, so I'm just saying.
I've got the Manning story pulled up. They're saying a felony conviction does not appear to preclude his Senate run. However, Manning is yet to file for the primary with the state elections board, which he must do in person by February 27th, according to the board's website. What would be his opponent, which is Ben Cardin, a Democratic senator, has not filed either. But campaign finance reports show that Cardin has raised nearly $2 million in cash since September.
Well, now that he sees, now here's another thing too. Now think about this, just like Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders was caught between a rock and a hard place because everybody loved fucking Bernie. And as soon as Bernie said that he was running, what are you talking about? You're a guy. You know what I mean? Think about, and you brought up a good point, Mom. Think about this. Bernie Sanders was brought up, and he was told to pretty much step the fuck down, and had if anybody who had any election stolen from him, it was him and Gary Johnson. Now, guarantee it, Gary Johnson was new to the game and was refreshing, and he was kind of like he was a middle class version of Trump, I guess you would say. But he was at least trying to fumble his way through, and totally lost credibility though when he said, "What's Aleppo?"
Well, so here's the thing though, about that. At least he was honest about it and didn't try to flub his way fucking through it.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Exactly.
And I don't want to get started on that because everybody, it's a wasted vote, blah, blah, blah. How is it a wasted vote if that's who you vote for?
No, exactly that. That's the whole reason why you have a vote. If you're saying that it's a wasted vote, then that means that you had tainted the election from the get-go. That's a wasted vote. Well, why is it a wasted vote? Because are you saying that someone's going to win before the election? So here's the thing. Ben Cardin, he's been the incumbent since 2007. He's been there for a while. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing with him is that he has been he's not a very big ardent fucking politician. He's not really big. You know what I mean? He's a senator. He was, like I said, he was first elected to the seat in 2006. Never lost an election. He's just kind of like, there's no. He's not like, you don't hear him like you hear about Barbara Boxer, Nancy Pelosi, Dick Durbin, Paul Ryan, any of those guys. He doesn't resonate with the name. There's no name recognition.
Right.
You throw Manning in there, and the next thing you know, you're like fucking, whoa, this dude is he dude, not dude, not. Then everyone's saying, Ice, you're being unfair to the LGBT. I'm not being unfair to the LGBT community. Again, going back to what I was saying, I give two fucks what you are, what your bed is, what your religion is, as long as you don't use that to mainstay your to an advantage. I really don't fucking care. A religion like a bedroom, that's the reason why they got fucking doors in them, so that way nobody knows what your fucking business is. It should not matter. However, what matters to me is the fact that this little piece of shit disclosed classified information.
I mean, I'll be what's honest is like what's unfair to their community is how he's using, like I just said before, he's using him being transgender to gain whatever it is, and there are actual organizations backing him.
That's what I'm saying.
How can you do that?
These are militant. No, I'm telling you, these are militant fucking people, progressive militant pieces of shit. Like, that's what I just told you. These are going to be outside organizations that are going to just funnel. Because look, like you said, Ben Cardin's only got just a couple $1 million within just a few months. I have a feeling. I really have a feeling that Manning is going to get a shitload, a lot more since he's announced that. And everyone's going to use the excuse, well, he's going to be this, he's going to be that, and all that. Again, if you are, and I think Maryland just this year said it's okay for convicted felons to run for office. Is that why he's saying he could do it?
Oh man, it chaps me that you can do that. Now, there's a lot of things that shouldn't preclude, like if you were a jaywalker or whatever. There should be some kind of line or tiered schedule on what allows you to be able to run for office. Mishandling classified information,
that's a felony. So
no, wait,
that should be over that line.
Yeah, well, not only that. Well, think about this. Think about this now. Part of the Senate Intel Committee was fucking what's her fucking nuts out of California. I need to fucking pay attention more to politics. Fucking Dianne Feinstein. Talking about the interview that was being done with the closed-door Senate committee with interviewing some individuals for this collusion case. That's supposed to be closed-door and it's supposed to be classified. Dianne Feinstein released the transcripts like the day of. After when the ink is still hot off the fucking printer. She releases it. And she said, well, I felt like it needed to be released, but, Really wasn't thinking. My mental faculties, because I'm kind of dealing with the cold. Then stop talking shit about the POTUS if you're talking about mental facility. Because I'll be honest with you, half of those fucking pieces of shit that are in fucking office are what? Lawyers, okay? I'm not saying there's anything bad with lawyers, but it's almost like having a bunch of dependas in charge of the FRG that have nothing but dependas in it. I'm sorry, dependas. I'm using that.
No offense taken.
I'm merely using that specifically as a term of non-specific race, gender, attitude, work ethic, or ethos. What I'm saying though is that you're sending up a bunch of lawyers and there's nobody there to be objective because they're all going to fucking argue about it. They are like the worst fucking ex-wife I've ever had that won't shut the fuck up on an argument, that just keeps going and fucking going. That's why our government is stalled right now, is that you have people up there that like to fucking argue, that like to add to and put price. Like I said before, when you go through a divorce, and I'm the reigning champion right now, you go through a fucking divorce, and the lawyers going through your divorce, when they leave you in the room, oh, okay, I'll be right back. They walk out to talk to the other lawyer to say, how long can we cold start this guy? Well, I don't know. Ice has been pretty fucking stubborn. He said he's gonna like bury her or something like that. So I guess we got to be kind of cool with it. All right. Well, what about dogs? We talking about dogs and alimony? No, wait, dude. I know about the dogs and alimony. Okay, very cool. Wait, what are we doing afterwards? Hey, let's go fucking get some. Let's go down to that fucking titty bar. All right, let's go. All right, cool. They come back in. Hi, sir. Here's what we could do. We're gonna talk to the judge, and this is what we're gonna present. That's what they do. In front of your fucking face, they're saying, I did this, and I did that, and I did this, and I did that. You never hear about these. They're worse than Blue Falcons. The Blue Falcons will even say, damn, that's a Blue Falcon. When somebody comes in there and takes credit for all this other fucking shit. They want to take credit for it when it's going fucking good. Dick Durbin, piece of shit. All of them. Paul Ryan, piece of shit. All of them. They don't maintain any of their fucking words that they said. Let me tell you Nation, let me tell you a story. And this is why I think it's important. You as a WTF Nation should understand this, is that you and your elected officials that you are representing from your fucking hometown are supposed to go to Washington, legislate for your state, continue to voice what your state concerns are, and then come back after session. So that way they can meet and greet with you, the constituents. So if you're from, California, or you're from Texas, or you're from Arizona, or you're from Nevada, you have your elected representatives having fucking up. I can guarantee it right now. If give me a raise of hands here, probably, I don't know, 0 of elected officials that you, WTF Nation, have come back to your state and said, oh man, Washington blows. What are y'all doing today? Washington's such a shithole. So let's fucking let's eat some breakfast or something like that. Let's have a run. Do you see any of that shit?
Nope.
I don't fucking see that shit at all. Yeah, exactly. I got one of those things. Wife, fuck yeah, dude. I got nothing wrong with having ex-wives. Fuck, dude.
And see, and that goes back to, it goes back to everything I bring up, like at least once every other week on the show on Tie Up Tuesdays, is that if you guys are tired of your officials not doing what you want, read up on your fucking recall laws.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're not going to do it because
I'm out.
Yeah, and stop listening. Stop. And there's a reason why voting booths have fucking curtains on there, so you as an American can go in unmolested to go to a fucking voting booth, hit fucking a button and say, I'm voting for this guy, or I'm voting for this gal, or I'm writing myself in. Several elections I've written myself in. Who do you declare as a write-in? Independent. ICE. There you go. And vote. And I have been literally told at the headquarters of some of the places that I voted at, you can't write yourself in if you're doing that from in here. Okay, where can I go then where I can vote who the fuck I want? Because there are some voting. Because don't get me wrong. Everyone's like, oh, I should be in this. No. I voted for both parties. I voted for both fucking parties. And all of them have disappointed. Trust me. There's not been yet. I've not had the best blowjob from a fucking candidate thus far yet. So until that fucking happens, then, you want a candidate and you want something that's going to make you fucking feel good and pump you up and you damn right and all this other shit, and you think that's going to get the country moving forward, then let's move the country forward. No. We have people that still want to fucking whine, kick and scream, and that's so fucking... They're like toddlers getting all butthurt. You get grown adults crying and screaming at the sky because they didn't get their way when that election happened. and then called everybody who voted for that guy or gal bad. Both sides. You had people who voted for fucking Hillary or fucking whatever. You had people who voted for fucking Trump and they were being called whatever. God damn, dude. You know what? I have been professional in my, I don't know, few decades in the military that I've been able to say, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I guess president now. I guess I gotta fucking just, I don't know. Hang on. What time is it right now? I guess I gotta go to work. Bitching about it to whoever is not gonna fucking pay the bills, and I gotta pay that fucking internet money, and I want to watch Pornhub. So the only way to do that is I gotta go get a job and go make myself and do something for whatever, serve my country or do whatever.
Well, as you go back to the most recent special election down there in Georgia. Look at all the votes Nick Saban got as a write-in.
Oh my God, I know. You wouldn't even think that was like a fucking fluke. Like, that guy fucking what? What do you mean these votes? Who the fuck is Nick Saban? Like the Nick Saban? Nick Saban? Yeah, that Nick Saban. Really? He fucking got, goddamn, dude. And he was a close runoff with the other guy. Fuck. You know what I mean?
I'll see if I can find that vote tally 1 second.
Yeah, because that's and that's another thing too. Fuck, dude. Does it count if one of them was my father? What are you talking about? I have one of those things, an ex-wife that is. Does it count if one is my father? Depending what state you're from. In some states, that's legal, I guess. I don't know. But again, whatever floats your boat. I don't give a fuck. As long as you are not traitorous to this country and support this country, then fine.
Nick Saban received 264 write-in votes.
264 write-in votes. 264 elections have been made a difference by 260 votes. That's for a write-in. That's a lot.
Yep. So the story I pulled up real quick, Alabamians, that's what they're called apparently, cast a total of 22,819 write-in votes during that narrow race. Jones won by 20,715. And then it says Nick Saban received 264.
Unfucking real.
People were writing in. Real. That's awesome. People were writing in Nick Saban.
That's what I'm saying. That's like, oh man, that's like me writing Jenna Jameson. Don't hate. I am heterosexual. Okay, I don't mind women. I love women. I'm not Harvey Weinstein type of attacking, waiting to be served by Oppo women. I'm talking about going out and getting my own shit type women. I don't mind that. Women. I'm blown the fuck away at how everyone is just, I don't know. Again, like you just said, read up to what your constituents are doing. You're not. You need, as an elected official, go to visit your constituents. I want to see my fucking congressman eat breakfast with me, or jump on a bike with me, and let's go riding down to fucking the biker bar and talk shit about how fucking shit's going on. Smoke a couple cigarettes, and then you all gotta go, and then whatever. Do something with your people.
Yep.
Do something with your people, man. Fuck. That's why they're getting elected. And what's really sad, I want to say it right now. Yeah, the POTUS is fucking doing a lot more than what fucking the people that are elected in Congress are doing. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Mike got really cleared up. No. Reading the ex-wife thing a minute ago, and father being a political leader. Sorry, Mikey. Didn't mean to say that you were married to your father. That's why I said whatever floats your boat, Brian. I'm just saying, bro.
I will tell you one thing about the current POTUS. With all his twittering and all his other shit and this alleged scandal that he's involved with or whatever, at least, for good or for bad or whatever, one, politics is driving the news cycle, but people are a little more involved than they have been in the past. They want to know, they're calling for all this stuff. And two, they need to really start to read, like we were talking, read about what it actually takes to accomplish some of these things in the election process, in politics itself. Like I said, read up on your recall laws if you want somebody out of office, right? One of those offices that can't be recalled is the POTUS. But, people are calling for his impeachment and things like that. Well, do you actually really understand how impeachment works? Because that's all you guys are really screaming is impeach.
Yeah.
Well, there's a whole fucking process to an actual impeachment.
There's actually.
They say, impeachment, and then it's over. No. Wrong.
No. There's actually a pretty entailed. It's worse. Again, an impeachment process. Third ID will finish it faster than getting somebody impeached. That's all fucking. But I'm just thinking that it's one of those things to where are you really fucking trying to push impeachment when you really want to do that? Because I want to dig up everybody's grave now and impeach them all. Let's impeach them all. Why start at this one? Let's go back even further and impeach them all. If you want to, you know what I mean? That's the vitriol that they throw out. And let's do it all. Matter of fact, I want to grab Ted Kennedy and take him out like Weekend at Bernie's so we can drown another bitch. Let's go fucking do it. That's what I want to fucking do.
Oh God.
Sorry, I've been pretty fucking. I've been in a bad. I'm not in a bad. I'm not saying I'm in a good mood, but I'm thinking there's a lot of like, what the, you go for a drive and you're just thinking in your head, oh man, what the fuck's up with this shit? How come? You ever do that? You're just like kind of talking to yourself. You listen to a fucking music or listen to some radio. You're just like joining off. And you're taking a nice little road trip, hanging out with the kids. The kids are talking in the back, and yeah, why the fuck why do they want to fucking do that shit? How come, why do they want to do this or whatever? Dude, why is that guy walking slow in front of me? And how come he's not fucking moving? Oh shit, there's a car. You know what I mean? You're just kind of like, dude, you have that thing running through your head, right? Well, that's what I do. I'm like thinking, and then I start thinking, why the fuck do I even give a fuck about what people think about? Why should I not say anything? Because if you look, I mean, to be honest with you, this is probably the closest thing to my personality outwardly that I can be in my real life. Because obviously being a senior NCO in the Army, I can't go about calling, hey, look, fag, shut the fuck up. I really can't do that. Even though there are some members in my office that say it's okay for me to say it because they know I don't mean it. That are homosexuals. We've had this conversation before that I thought it was like a trap. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's okay for you to say faggot eyes. We know you don't mean it like that. I'm like, yeah, but you're gay. Yeah, well, we know what you're talking about. I'm not, and you're looking for the fucking camera to see if you're going to get punked. Because you're thinking that's what's going to happen. So again, it's one of those, I start thinking like, why do people get scared or being quelled? You shouldn't. You should not be scared or quelled. So, but me being in uniform, I don't want to ruin several decades of my career just to get adamantly separated by saying bag. I'm pissed off or something like that. And the next thing you know, they're like, oh, sorry, you're getting a dishonorable discharge because you had fagged somebody that heard you across the fucking building and they were walking their dog outside of housing. You know what I mean? That's how bad it would be. You should not be afraid to fucking say something like that. So I just felt kind of like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Really? Are we really getting to the point now? Think about this. Somebody who's that unqualified, somebody who's not going to go through this process, and they're going to sit there and say they're not qualified to be president. Look, he got elected to be fucking president. You know what? I would say the argument about his mental capacity is the same way about saying about Obama's fucking birth certificate. Everyone says that he wasn't. No, again, show me the fucking money. Nobody could fucking prove that he was not born in the States.
Yep.
Nobody could prove that he was born outside the States. Just shut the fuck up if you can't fucking prove it and move the fuck on. And what did everybody say? You know what? And that's a good point. What did everybody say? You better just move the fuck on. Fuck it. You can't prove the documents that he was or wasn't born in this country. It's time we need to move the country forward. Tough shit. Okay. Move the country forward. Tough shit. Shut the fuck up. And let's see what's going on. I've yet to see what's going on in our government. The only news sources that I've been using, believe it or not, Jose, U.S. Army WTF moments. Let's see. Jim Cannon at the Veterans Report. I've been looking at his stuff. Military.com. Because they're the only ones that have sifted through all the shit and looked through the stuff. And then you guys, I mean, we've all, our staffs, we all work through the stuff. I don't know how many stories that I don't know, through the main page that I've seen and also through our news desk that we have filtered out. I mean, I see you guys going back and forth in the office going, well, was this vetted? Who sourced this? And we find out that it's some fucking stupid ass, Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up. Move the fuck on. Let's go on to the next thing. Hey, did you know that, again, veterans benefits were extended, that was just signed? I don't give a fuck who signed it. You know who fucking started it? It was fucking Obama. Who cares? Next. You know what I mean? Who fucking cares? Did you know George W. Bush created fucking Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden? Yeah, we will kill the terrorists. But you know who killed him? Obama. Let's move on. Do you know who fucking ended up doing some other shit with the military? Obama. Let's move on. Trump, you know what he's fucking decided to do? He's decided not to give us our goddamn pay raise that he said he was going to give us, but he said he was going to give us other benefits that would be equivalent to. Let's move on. I don't fucking care. I want to know that shit. Oh, what? You're talking about John Hanger coming back on here to talk about medicinal marijuana with Matt Saint Singh? Yes, let's fucking talk about that. Oh, no, let's not talk about that. Let's not, come on, man. Let's move on. I want to hear some shit. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. I think there's only one person here aside from Donald Trump that has been convicted and fucking put on death row for circumstantial evidence, and that's Scott Peterson. That dude in California that killed his old lady. All circumstantial evidence. All of it was circumstantial. I saw the special when I was binging, Single Dad Life. And I was like, what the fuck? It's all circumstantial. They fucking nailed him to the fucking cross, put him on death row for whatever. For the murder of his wife. Fuck. They might as well just do that to this president. They might as well have done it to the last president. Shut the fuck up and move on. If you're not going to be, and again, this whole shithole story, it's even funnier. If you're that type of person that wants to be that type, look, I get it. I'm a hype man. I love being a hype man, okay? So if I'll say, hey, Great Cloud, so-and-so said something about so-and-so. Really? Bullshit? Here's the screens. Really? Oh my God. Let's go beat his ass. Let's fucking do it. Let's go beat his ass. And we go fight. We go beat some ass. That's so you fucking do it, right? You got guys that sat in this fucking closed door session, and this is what blows me away. When the shithole story came out, wasn't there media in there? How come there's no media confirming this? Didn't they have media and cameras discussing it? It was great. It was great to see President Trump, even all the news outlets. It was great to see the president have an open dialogue with the press and allow the press to sit in these discussions about DACA. Everybody walked away. Everyone said it was no big deal, right? No drama. And then look what happens. You had Dick Durbin, who's already been given a nickname, Dickie Dick. Dick Durbin. Dickie Durbin. You know Trump, you know what? Once he's got you in his sights, he's gonna keep trolling you. I'm not surprised that he doesn't have anything on his official Twitter right now saying, Dickie Durbin done fucked up, talking some shit. Where's Ice so we can go beat him up? Type shit. You know what I mean? Nah, let's go fucking fight, bitch. Don't talk some shit like that. Be a fucking man. If that's not what wasn't said, especially since you had, because trust me, the media, and I'm talking about all of them, Fox, CNN, Reuters, fucking Breitbart, all the fucking media are waiting for that golden nugget. They're waiting for the golden BB, the silver bullet, the lightning rod from the fucking hand of Thor himself with his Mjolnir hammer to find some dirt on this president, and trust me, they want to do it. Even
how long?
And even Alex Jones is like, I don't fucking know. I ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? Ain't got shit.
It goes back to what you said earlier. They've been digging after this shit for over a year now.
Yeah, I mean, almost 2 years. Because you got to remember when it was happening previous to the election, everyone was talking about Russian interference, and how they were talking about Russian interference against Hillary, and then they said no, it's not against Hillary. Now it's colluding with the Russians with Hillary for Trump against Trump with Hillary, but now it's going to be Trump. And then when he got elected, people screaming at the sky, pussy hats, and the next thing you know, we're fucking saying that he got busted with the Russians on some dossier that was fucking fake. I don't even know what the fucking story was with the dossier. This dossier shit. So again, prove it. If you can't fucking prove it, then move the fuck on. Move it. Let's go. Let's talk about something else. You know, baby ass can drink out of a cup now. That's cool. That's good news. You know? He yells at me now from his crib, and because he watched Star Wars and stuff, and he was growling at me right before the show, and that's why I was running a little late. I was putting him to bed, and he was being defiant, and he was like, da da. I'm like, what? I'm gonna kill all the Jedi if you don't let me out of this bed. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then you're gonna stay in bed for sure now. So, watch out, Jedi. That should be something we should be. Remember those back in the day, the news was all about that. The simple stories of what's going on. Fuck, what happened to the goddamn mudslides? Oh, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this. Mudslides in California. Trump this, Trump that, Trump that. Oh, fuck, dude. Shut the fuck up. Shit, Great Cloud, how you doing, man? You know what I mean? Fuck.
I was gonna say, because the other thing that's coming that a lot of people aren't paying attention to is what happens in 4 days.
The Super Bowl.
No.
Oh, wait. I don't pay attention to sport, the NFL anymore.
No. So in 4 days,
The Clips?
the
Oh, no.
government runs out of money.
That's not. Oh yeah, that's right, dude. Yeah.
Just saying.
No, it doesn't run out of money. It's being held hostage because a bunch of pussy ass people up in fucking our government are butthurt. This DACA thing's not happening. Everyone thinks that it's a fucking law. It was just an executive order that is trying to get pulled. It's all it is.
Which the president doesn't have to re-sign the executive order.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to sign it. And what the thing is that now the fucking, who is it? It's the goddamn, it's the I can't remember who it is. It was one of the members of the original Gang of Eight that was talking about the immigration reform. You know, even the president said, "Hey, I'm all about immigration reform. Let's fucking do it." But the only way to do it is to pull DACA so that way immigration reform can happen. And immediately the Republicans, goddamn Republicans, really? Are you fucking for real? Oh, it's amnesty. He didn't fucking say that. He did not fucking say that. He's like, hey, there's something we could get over. We got to pull DACA, we'll do some immigration reform, and blah, blah, blah. But we need to get rid of this. We need to adjust that. We need to adjust this. And both, of course, the goddamn Democrats went crying, saying that he wants to rip Dreamers and all this other shit. And then the Republicans are all crying, saying, no, see, now he's going to get amnesty. Did he even fucking say that? He didn't fucking say that. So now, you're right. They're threatening to close the government because members of both fucking delegations are gonna like say, oh well, we're not gonna vote to continue money. So money for your benefits, nation. Money for your pay, nation. Social Security benefits, prescriptions, shit like that. Medicinal marijuana for some states that'll let you have it do it. Yeah, that's what's being dangled in front of you by both parties.
Yep.
By both fucking parties.
Mm-hmm.
They're both saying, well, I guess we're gonna have a government shutdown, and that's why even Trump said, and that was why everyone was saying, God damn, dude, he just said that. He said, I'll take the heat. I'll take the heat for the Republicans and the Democrats. I don't give a shit. I'm used to heat.
Yep.
I'll tweet it. And he said, I'll tweet about it tonight. I'm like, God damn, dude, motherfucker don't care.
Here's the thing about this whole bill, right? And I brought this up a couple weeks back, I think, when in December when I missed my free vacation then too.
Yeah.
If it passed by both houses, right, and gets to Trump's desk, and he doesn't like what's in it, and he vetoes it, okay? Either he pocket vetoes it or he just fucking flat out vetoes it. Do you really think Congress can muster the 2/3 to override the veto?
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think they can. Have you seen that one video where half of them are fucking like asleep in session?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want that fucking job where I get fucking elected to fucking government and all sorts of shit. And then the next thing you know, fucking you're like, Ice, wake up. Huh? Yeah. Push this button. What am I voting for? Just hit this button right here. Oh, okay. And then you can go back to sleep. All right. That's it. That's all they fucking do.
That's all they do. Yep.
That's all they fucking do. And then they have the nerve. At least fucking Chelsea Manning, Bradley, whatever the fuck his name is, XYZ, LMNOP Manning, can articulate a fucking word, albeit a traitorous word, because anything he comes out of his traitor's ass is traitor. If you were to run for fucking office, look at some of these guys that are talking. Dianne Feinstein again says, must have been
Maxine Walters.
I'm taking my call. I got cold medicine going on. I must, you know what it does to my mental faculties? No, old bitch. What does it do to your mental faculties? Yes, Ice right now says, old bitch, Dianne Feinstein. She's the same one who's been talking shit about getting rid of illegal immigrants anyways. She was the one in California that was being run up, saying that everyone was going to be complete racist before she went from center of left to center right to center left as a Democrat. People, that's one thing I love about being old. I remember this shit. I was there, man. And you're right. It's right, Pooks. Those guys do have dementia. Remember that I had that fucking guy from South Carolina, Strom Thurmond. That dude was like 98 years old, skin shriveled up in his face like fucking heat, like heat plastic, like shrink wrap. Motherfucker can barely fucking move. He's rolling around. Strom Thurmond here. He could do his fucking 180,000 foot. What'd you say? It sounds like he said he's happy to vote. No, he's motherfucking
Do
can't
they
feel his
carry an
toes.
AED around like right next to him?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. All these motherfuckers. I want to follow these fuckers around and say, I want to know what your fucking day is. You want accountability in my day? Motherfucker, let's see what the accountability is your day. Let me see what it is. Because you know what? Bean counters and shit. Tenured civilians, ain't that right, Third ID, need to be fucking moved the fuck out.
Yeah, well, but you saw what happened with the VA thing when they tried to fire all those VAs individuals for fucking up and shit. What happened? They filed the grievance and they were able to be put back in because the proper protocol for firing them was not followed.
No, it was not. You're right.
Because there was no paper trail like there should have been.
Yeah.
And they got their jobs back.
Trick my gerb. Dude, you can't even fucking walk to your job. What'd you say? You
Rolling down the steps.
You want to give me a what? You said you want to give me a hand job? No, you old fucker. I said you can't walk to your job.
Some fucker should have a PT test.
You damn right. And do like you do
An
like
IQ test.
No, do like what Sergeant of the Army wants to do. If you're on profile, you're fucking out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out. You're done. Yeah, but what about the shut the fuck up? You're out. You got anything debilitating? I mean, come on, dude. You've served your country in the civilian capacity as a civil servant, and you're done. You're good. You know what I mean? You've done it, and you're just like me. When I'm fucking done with my time, I'm gonna hang my boots up. I'm hanging my uniform up, hanging my boots off, put on my fucking I'm a veteran T-shirt, walk around with my DD-214 blanket, and throw my 201 file on the back of my truck and say, "Damn it, I'm a vet, brah!" You know, just kidding. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm just saying, I'm valorified. I'm good to go. Fuck, man, shut the fuck up and do something. You know, and I could say in my long life, along with my string of ex-wives, I've seen a lot of shit. And the only thing I have seen in our government is the fact that it's the same old fucking thing over. And if you look, that's why I love YouTube. YouTube can't police itself. They talk about taking down extremists and hatred videos. Man, bullshit. You can still look them up. But the one thing that they don't fucking pull down is they just don't have the process to do it. Look up old political videos. Look them up. I triggered some people before just throwing up a couple of comments of the people that they think would be supporting, this DACA shit. I come from family immigrants. So did I. I was, my family, I'm first generation American. So am I. Well, the thing is that they need to they came here legally. Well, the thing is that maybe if I joined the military. Well, if you'd like to have, and I'm almost done to retire. Bring it. If you're not going to come to this country and provide and be part of the society to build our country better, because that was the whole idea with bringing all the immigrants in this country, right? Bring us your poor, tired, hungry, yada yada, hubba hubba. Who do you trust, right? Sign the book with your documentation at Ellis Island, right? And if you didn't have any documentation, you were a WAP, because that's what it meant, without papers. If you're an immigrant, if you're Italian, if you're Irish, predominantly from Ireland and stuff, like, you're a WAP. Here's without papers, and then that was it. And then you went, and then there you hear about stories like this from guys back in the day in New York. You see the movie The Gangs of New York? Shit.
That's a good movie.
It is a badass movie. You're like, fuck, dude. Jesus Christ. Damn. I show my fucking Hispanic family members, hey, look, Pepe, look at this. Holy shit. You know what I mean? Fuck yeah, dude. You better appreciate being in fucking America. Go get a goddamn job. I got 3 jobs now. I say, all right, fucking go do it. Fuck. But again, don't sit there and say that they're not going to be fucking meant, because again, even for me, in the time that I've been in the military, I'm old. It's time for me to fucking go. New generation of soldiers coming in. Fuck yeah, dude. Come on, take it. Your job. My job is to make sure that I make the Army better than what it is when I came in. So for a period of time, I did what I could, made a difference, and that's it. And when it's time for me to hang it up, I'm hanging it up, and I'm done. Gonna shake my hand, get my lapel pin, go visit all my friends that said they were gonna provide the big smoke out, the great ice DD214 Smokeout tour, and then that's going to happen, and that's it. Then we're done. That's it. That's all. That's what the whole idea of moving on is all about. You got these guys that have been here. Oh, he's been here, and he's been. You got this one guy. I can't remember who it was. He was on. I don't know who it was. I don't know if he was a Republican or Democrat. What distracted me was that the guy's eyes weren't even looking at the fucking camera and misnamed the people that he was talking to. And I was like, he was, well, the thing yeah. What are you looking at, dude? You looking up? You looking in the corner? The motherfucking camera's like right there. It's pointing in your fucking face with a wide angle lens. How do you not see that you can't look in the fucking camera? And then his earbud kept falling out. I'm gonna find this video and I'll post it. And I'm like, look at this guy's ear shit. Well, I'm trying to get problems in talking to you, and the thing is, I can't really hear you right now, Phil. And it's talking to a woman. And oh, it's okay. And everything's fucking funny. So we talk about having individuals that are mental acuity and, be mentally agile. And like I said, man, dude, states require that you have to have a license fucking check every fucking after things like after 70. There's like, I know in Florida because they got a bunch of snowbirds down there. There's like, I think 70 years old or after your first traffic accident out over the age of 65 because they think that it's probably because you're old, right? You damn right.
Way.
Hey, when I'm fucking old, I'm fucking have a driver. I'm fucking motherfucker driving me around. Fuck yeah, dude. Take advantage. Yeah, exactly.
Driving Miss Ice.
Yeah, exactly. Driving old Ice or Miss Ice, like Miss Daisy. Driving Ice Daisy. Shut the fuck up. Swing by that titty bar. Hey, so what's it like driving with Ice? Dude, he'll fucking take you out titty bars and all this other stuff. Because I'll be old, man. Come on, dude. Fuck.
Get a secondhand high.
No, dude, I'm telling you
or
what,
contact
man.
high.
Yeah, contact high. Exactly. It happens. I mean, that's what they say in the main page inbox. We get a lot of that. I was in a room and they were smoking weed at the corner of the room, and that's why I got pot for THC like a 15 level user. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not how it works, but good try.
Yeah. No, exactly. But again, your fucking time, like I said, when my time is done, and that's the best part about it. Is there are guys in the military that can't accept that it's their time to go. The same thing should go with the members of our government. Hey, look, God damn, Nancy Pelosi, bro, you can only stretch your fucking face so much because you look like the goddamn Sona. You ever see Star Trek? That one Star Trek movie, fucking the Sona, where the people were stretching their faces so much that they look like goddamn a bunch of Hollywood fucking starlets with their skins getting stretched across. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi, stop. Just get the fuck go, leave. Everybody, every one of those, John McCain. John McCain needs to fucking go. Lindsey Graham, go. You're fucking done. Get the fuck out of here. You're done. Your time is done. Everyone's like, oh, Ice, that's fucked up, dude. Why are you talking shit about McCain? Hey, look, he served his country in the military, and he served his country as a member of an elected official. But goddamn, dude, they're just our country is not moving. We need to move away from this archaic fucking 1950 ways of doing it. We got to move from that.
And everybody's afraid, and that's what kills me. Why is everybody afraid? Oh, you can't have the common man fucking in the thing because they don't understand laws and fucking bullshit and blah blah blah.
Oh my god, could you imagine these little fuckers being your lawyer in a goddamn divorce case? Fuck, I'd lose. I'd be fucking paying, dude. I'd be bankrupt. The judgment is for Mrs. X Ice, number 8, for the judgment of $5,000 alimony and all your Star Wars shit and fucking all your guns. That's what would end up happening. That would burn cities, man. These motherfuckers would ruin. They'd take your shit. Yeah, Warren needs to go too. All of them need to go.
Yep, they all need to go.
But Bernie Sanders needs to go too. Shut the fuck up. I don't need to go. God damn it. No, you fucking need to go.
And here's a simple philosophy: is that it's 3-term limits in the House and 2-term limits in the fucking Senate.
Just like the CSL for the Army. You can only go from battalion to battalion, and then if you don't get promoted to brigade, then you got to go. You got to go. You're done. Just like it's the same thing. It should be like battalion to brigade, and then you can only go to another brigade if you don't go to a corps or a division. You know what I mean? That's the way it should be. You're right. That's a good point. You should only do that in Congress. So as a matter of fact, you should get like an apprenticeship in fucking Congress. Like you have to go do a fellow or some crap like that. Well, in Congress they've been doing fellows too, because then Page's got fucking stories and shit to tell. That's fucking crazy ass shit. I'm just fucking done
It's
with
a
that
mess.
shit. Yeah, it is.
And
It's fucking done.
Here's the problem with it. Like, Congress is quick to do things that favor them, i.e., pay raises, make them exempt from laws and shit like that. Not how it's supposed to work. And again, if you don't like it, vote them fuckers out.
Or they take a bill and they just like put other little bills in there and they go through the bill. Well, they won't pass that bill because it's got this attached to it.
Oh yeah, the earmarks are pork spending or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, don't get me fucking started with the earmarked bullshit. Oh my god. Well, we'll pass this. We'll pass this, but if you attach this to that, and then we'll attach this to that, and then we'll be good to go to be attached to that, and then we can pass it. Motherfucker, all I was trying to do was just pass something for veterans. And then what makes me mad is that when they try to use veterans as their
yes,
as the rallying point to say, see, Trump, or see, or my opponent, or whatever. Fucking both of them. See, they don't want to have rights for veterans. Oh my god. We need to send Anthony up there to valorify them. Fuck them. Yeah, so again, I'm pretty, again, it's like I said, I made that when I was doing that drive. I was driving around, hanging out with the kids and all this other stuff. And I was just thinking, why? Why are you fucking here? I've yet to have anybody from my any of my elected officials hang out with me and talk about some of the issues that I have. And when they do, they fuck it up. Yep. Everyone thought that what's his name? Paul Ryan was the wonderkind of fucking whatever of the goddamn Democratic Party. Ended up being, he was the guy that sold everybody out on this goddamn DACA shit. He was the one that refused to do, and he was the one that almost provided fucking amnesty. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
What a way to fucking go, Dick. Durbin. I don't fall under 88 using contemptuous words against elected officials. I am a non-commissioned officer, not an officer. So everyone starts, well, you guys, fuck them all, because they're fucking you right now. They have the big green weenie, and they're really hanging it out. So, and anyways, I'm like fucking talking over my time, fucking blew my goddamn, what am I supposed to be doing right now? I'm supposed to be doing fucking, I'm so fucking,
housekeeping.
Yeah, housekeeping, yeah. Thanks, man. Fucking housekeeping. The new Ford Mustang came out with a bullet model this year. That's pretty cool. But anyhow, today we had, sorry, I'm just still fucking pissed. I'm just fucking irate, fucking angry as, it's just frustrating, man. Is that this whole fucking thing we got going on, it just seems like it's repetitive. And at least, at least there was some quiet and all. And do I like a shakeup? Fuck yeah, I love the shakeup. But when people are now starting to get intrusive and now starting to fucking be, impediments to a government process just because I don't like somebody who's in there. Hey, look, I don't fucking like people either, but I could kind of get in trouble if I stop doing my job to stop them from doing theirs. It's time to fucking move the fuck on until you show me something. However, if you find something on anybody of our elected officials and it's like dirt, send it to Jose at armywtfmoments.com, and I'm pretty sure he'll do a quick story. Is that right, Paulie? So, anyways, today we had Anthony Anderson from Stolen Valor talking about the new Valorified system for veteran-owned businesses, businesses that say they're veterans and contribute money to veterans, and veteran organizations and charities that say they donate and are 501c Charlies to veterans. Great fucking bit of awesome stuff. Gonna get some more digits. They have Grounds of Valor coffee. It's posted right there, pinned on the Facebook live chat. Awesome shit. I can't fucking wait. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy some. I'm going to buy that fucking e-tool cup. You see that e-tool cup they was talking about? I was looking at while we're talking. Holy shit. The crossed e-tools? Fuck yeah, dude. I'm going to buy some for my bosses, too. Because you got to be cool to your boss. Because when your boss sees it and they take your coffee mug, because they take your coffee mug. Oh, nice mug. And they take it and walk away.
I've had that happen as a warrant.
Well, that's because you're a warrant. And everybody knows that as a warrant, if you guys don't have your coffee cut, it's like the sun and Superman. You'll fucking get depleted. It's like kryptonite or some shit. You get depleted and stuff. We know that. For tomorrow, we're going to have Chris Pozek from Veteran Rideshare. Veteran Rideshare is a privately held California organization serving the local and long-distance transportation needs of riders in the Orange County and Greater Los Angeles area through various programs, including non-emergency medical transport, both prearranged and ad hoc shuttle service, warehouse and drayage, as well as freight object. What is drayage? What is drayage? Can somebody tell me what drayage means? Do we have anything to give away? Do we have another? Do we have signed? Do we have any more signed posters? For drayage?
They're on their way to my house.
Okay. All right. Well, you can tell me what drayage is. Anyways, so anyway, if you've missed a show, always check out the podcast. You always look on our page. Are you guys? We're pretty active on Twitter. Are you guys active on Twitter? Are you guys up on Twitter?
I'm getting the hang of it.
Okay. I only get screenshots from what you show me, so I just looks like it looks like it's too fucking high maintenance to work on. So I don't know if I can get in that stuff.
I don't know. I just saw that of Bradley or Chelsea or whatever the fuck it's called, and I was like, screenshot this because it'll probably disappear.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to look bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Chris Bozek's going to be on tomorrow with Tuesday, Tied Up Tuesday. Wednesday, of course, you know that that's our Donza, that's our trending holiday. We take time off because for some reason Wednesday just felt like a good day to do it. Thursday, the taco truck is going to have their guest. They're going to have a guest. The taco truck is going to have a guest. That's fucking crazy. That's awesome. Jonathan Davis, Esquire. Yes, Esquire from the Veteran Esquire Legal Solutions, PLC. He's going to be on talking with KJ about the veteran services that he provides after serving a 15-month deployment to Iraq. John H. Davis, Esquire, earning a law degree from one of the top 100 law schools. Did he write this? Serving as an attorney for a federal government agency. Yes. And managing a veteran. I'm sorry, I'm breaking balls on lawyers. Even though we're just talking. Wait a minute. We're just talking shit about lawyers. We're going to have one on here?
You know.
Yeah. Maybe we could tell him, hey, what's up with the veteran? Maybe he could give us a deal, download what's going on with the fucking veteran stuff. You know what I mean? So anyways, he currently owns and operates Veteran Esquire Legal Solutions, representing governments from across the U.S. in pursuing VA benefits, discharge upgrades, and federal records requests and litigation. Hey, now look, everyone's like, well, why the fuck is he doing that with the goddamn veteran, with the discharge? You know what? I'll be honest with you, and being a former first sergeant, and being an operations sergeant major, I have seen the military in its processes have no choice but to administratively discharge somebody on other honorable conditions, even though they didn't fuck up, if that makes any sense. Even though they weren't shit back shoulders, but they just didn't quite fucking cut it, but the administrative actions usually. Now, don't get me wrong. I have seen other and majority of the cases where they've been like that, but there's been some special cases where maybe a soldier didn't deserve to get that from some prick fucking commander who's probably been in command for been in the Army for 6 fucking years. He's a captain. Hubba, probably from Cav division or something like that. Stop talking about Cav.
Cav.
You fucking Cav. Cav, man. Why you fucking with Cav? So on this Friday, we're going to have Guardians of the Green Beret. Anthony just talked about how his partnership with him. Guardians of the Green Beret, these are the guys that are special forces qualified guys that go out and fucking bust these posers that said that they were with whatever SF group in Vietnam, and even though they're 30 years old type shit. You know what I mean? So these are the guys that go out and make sure that stolen valor from the special forces community. It takes a lot to get that fucking Green Beret, so they kind of well within their rights, just like the SEALs, to make sure that there's no posers out there, because there are some guys, and I understand that some charities will do a lot for a veteran, and they just don't know. They don't know what right looks like. They just see a guy in uniform like, it must be legit. You know what I mean? And then on Saturday, J Rady's going to have John Peck come back. He was the guy that came out here before, who was a quadruple amputee and a double arm transplant recipient. So he's going to come back and see how he's doing with his new arms and talk about that. That dude, we were waiting for this shit, because was he waiting to get it last time, or he did get it last time?
Oh, he did get it. Like, I think he was a few months out of surgery
that's what
last
it was.
time.
Yeah, that's what it was. He just got it, and he was still getting used to it. And now he's going to give us an update on what's going on with that. Exactly that. And then next Tuesday, we're going to have Todd Thompson and Steve Rubin from the Waves Project, a veteran, a wounded American veterans experience, Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve Rubin, I just got that. Anyways, providing wounded Americans and their families with an opportunity to experience scuba diving. I've done some snorkeling, but I'm physically not able to do scuba diving, so it's fucking would love to do something like that. Helps combat wounded American veterans participate in challenging and exciting sport designed to facilitate the rehabilitation process of injuries, as well as rehabilitating the entire family unit. That's badass. That's really badass. It encourages involvement of the entire family, so that way they can be part of the process and assisting rehabilitation for the entire family. That's badass, dude. That's so awesome. So, what was that? Having stolen valor after you is like one thing, but imagine having former operator. Exactly that. Exactly that cause. Having stolen valor after you is one thing, but imagine having some former operators after your ass. Exactly that. The main page gets a lot of inbox requests for stolen valor guys. That's it. Yeah, oh man. Yeah, they just it's like unreal. Maybe we should do a poser of the week. Is this guy real? And then it's like post it up or something like that. And then have Anthony come on. Hey, Anthony, is this guy real? Well, according to this record, he's not. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. Let's do some roasting. Fuck. God damn, I told you I was in a good mood today. Because they're like way over fucking time, and I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so we have Dan Corporal from Hire Our Heroes. Next Thursday is going to be on Sard's Time. Hire Our Heroes is a full-service staffing and recruiting solutions firmly exclusive for our veterans. Hire Our Heroes is not-for-profit organization founded by our veterans for veterans, and they partner with world-class organizations for people who share a vision. They offer veterans a cost-free, best-in-house transition experience and will also assist the veteran community in cultivating their talents, traits, and aptitudes. So one of the announcements that we were going to talk about, I'm going to announce it right fucking now, but we're already talking about it. We were discussing it within the team, and you guys are going to hear it first. And I'm just going to say fuck it. I'm going to make the announcement. WTF Nation Radio is setting up a digital job fair soon. So that way, we're going to have guys on fucking line, and we're going to Facebook Live individuals coming on air to discuss where their company's at, where they're at, and they're going to come on. They're going to come on and say what they need for veterans to be voted, and they're specifically going to be for veteran hires. They're going to come on here and discuss what they're going to do, what they can provide, and then contact information so that way they can get resumes started. We're also going to get some resume people online to show you how to fucking do a resume so that way you're not looking assed up and you can't say, Matt Damon, how come I didn't get the job? So look for that in the future. That's one announcement that I can at least let out a little bit, that WTF Nation Radio is going to be involved in a digital fucking job fair. Coffee much tonight? You damn right, man. Fuck yeah, dude. So what we want to do is we want to hold this. I'm only going to give you guys just like some generic and generalizations because it's still in the forming phase. By region, we've got East Coast, Midwest, Texas because it's a giant fucking state. It's a giant fucking state. And then the West Coast, and Pacific Northwest. So we're going to break it down like that. Now, once the op order comes out on that, then we'll guess it's going to be like that. We're going to have some people come on. Then we get, so if you are a potential employer, ping us about, contact us. I would say maybe in about what's this month? It was like, okay, so by February 15th, start pinging us. We'll start putting out, hey, are you an employer? We're just giving you guys a heads up right now and just making a good announcement right now. And then once we do that, we'll be able to get online, immediate, real time. Hey, it's almost going to be done like, have you ever been those traveling auction shows where you see that old person bringing a pot? Hey, what's this? And they have that guy go, yes, this is a pot. It's from the Ming Dynasty. It's worth about 10 grand. How much you think it worth? Oh, I was going to throw it away. Okay, well, get your grandmother's urn out of ashes out of there and go sell it. You know what I mean? It's going to be like that. It's going to be like a traveling road show. So we're going to have employers come on here and then shoot the shit with us. And then once we get it all set up, then we'll find out what would be the prime opportunity and what show we could do it on. But once that happens, then you guys will see the appropriate propaganda and fucking information on what's going to be. Yeah, so I just let that cat out of the bag. There you go. Sweet. So once that happens, then we'll be good to go. Anything else? I think that's it, right? Oh yeah, don't forget, we have a show every night. 2300 except for Wednesdays. Then we have Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then with the taco truck. And we have our partners, Warhorse for Veterans and the Veterans Report. Both great resources that you can tap into. Just click on the link. You'll see right there on the shared post. And man, I think that's it. You guys got anything else? I might play a couple tunes. Maybe, I don't know, a couple tunes after this. So as soon as we hang up. So as soon as I go off of Facebook Live, if you come Mixer, you might hear some other tunes. You might. So there you go. You guys got anything for me?
I do. Nope.
All right. Well, y'all have a good one. Shots.
Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
How it is that a hero needs saving, how he needs that support to keep his roof from caving, holding tight on that 45 as a tear drops from his eye. Picturing his mom is all that's kept him alive, cause he's buried his friends and he's buried his thoughts. Suppress these demons inside until his stomach's in knots. I see you.
I see you, boy. It's that shot, man, running the motherfucking house. Get paid, get money.
It gladdens me to know that Odin prepares for a feast. This hero that comes into Valhalla does not lament his death. The Asir will welcome me. My death comes without apology, and I welcome the Valkyries to summon me home.
Fuck 'em all. In the place, everybody getting rainy. Punks better cuff your lady, can't nobody tame me. Blame me for keeping the running yacht rainy. Ladies used to hate me, now they coming out they panties. Girls on the job shack, pocket full of socks, yeah. Got a fat notch, yeah. Something don't squat, yeah. Down for the block, yeah. Tryna be hot but you flat, wanna be shot to the top but you not. I ain't never seen so much green than when I seen when my team hit the scene. It must be a dream. Hit the stage, everybody holler. Getting thrown with the shows for a bigger dollar. Father, I don't wanna leave nobody toothless, cause they greedy in the middle of what I do best. You finna see me in the TV with a few guests. We bout to bubble, baby, get your waterproof vest. Club in the back, I'm smoking bud in the back. I'm waiting for niggas to trip, cause bitch I love to scrap. I went from rocks to Z's, writing raps and movies. I went from trust to the tricks, now they all wanna sue me. So smoking bud in the back, I'm smoking bud in the back. I'm waiting for niggas to trip, cause bitch I love to scrap. I went from rocks to Z's, writing raps and movies. I went from trust to the tricks, now they all wanna sue me. So black bags with enemies cut up so they remember me. Soak them in Hennessy so they relatives know it's me. You can bet your last dollar I'll dick them and holler. Riding these hoochies like they some heavy ass Chevy and Impala. Jump up and get your ass shot up. From a profit, pick my Glock up. I'm busting with such efficiency.
Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Raw G, Brucey B, Kid Capri. Funk Master Flex, no Funk Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now
Boys and girls, this is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.